Don't worry about what other people say or do reflecting on you. That's just a weird mindset that isn't really... I could get super parasocial and maybe like speculate, oh, he has this mindset because he doesn't have siblings. Because like I imagine he's an only child, and I imagine if he had siblings and he had that mindset wouldn't last very long of like, you're embarrassing me. Like that's maybe something you care about like as a teenager or a kid if you have siblings, but that's something, if you have ever had siblings, that's something you get over pretty quickly. I don't know.
That being said, I had this segment sitting here for weeks. It was like in case of emergency, break glass. Bowblax. Do I need to make another Bowblax segment? No. Is it required? No. Do I want to? Not really, but I think he's been getting a little cocky recently, so fuck it, why not? I was wondering why Bowblax was so pissy, and I happened to stumble across the videos that I posted during VidCon. Now, for the backstory, we've already explained this like fucking 15 times. Bowblax's friends kind of cornered me at the final party of VidCon 2025. His 3 friends that he was hanging out with the majority of the time, who, by the way, came to this party and left him at the hotel alone. While everybody else was having a good time, they left him in the hotel alone to come confront me at the Turkey Tom Rager or something. Obviously, I didn't fucking bar this guy entry to anything or whatever. I didn't tell anybody not to invite him. Any claim that that was the case is completely false. And no, it's not because people thought there would be an awkward encounter between me and Bowblax. I literally spent the entire week with technicals. Somebody who I'd argue had significantly more personal drama back and forth, right? Nobody stopped and said, I think actually no, one person asked if it was okay at the very beginning, and I was like, yeah, it's totally cool. But other than that, the assumed thing was just like, oh, Nick's here with technicals, there's no issues, right? That was never, like, every other place I went to the entire weekend, nobody thought that was like weird. Nobody said anything. Nobody was nervous. Nobody said one of us can't come. And that's like widely known, right? Like that controversy, like that whole back and forth with me and technicals is like widely known, right? But they did that for Bowblax, and Bowblax's cope is that like, oh, I must have done something, or I guess other people have been saying that, and maybe he thinks it. No, I didn't. I did not keep him from any parties. Nobody wanted to associate with him. Can't what? Right, must have been Comment Cop. Yeah, Comment Cop did it. So I was looking at this video right here, and the funny part of this upload is that the day that Bowblax's friends like confronted me at VidCon, I had scheduled all of my videos that week. So everything had been posted and ready to go. I think it was 2 videos a day for the entire week of my fucking trip.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
So I didn't have access to a computer, and I didn't even remember what was on the docket. I had some of these segments were a month old that I was banking for this fucking vacation. Well, I guess not vacation's probably not the right word, but this trip, right? And to add a couple more things, I was experimenting with these long form amalgamation videos of other segments. I did a couple of easy ones, like the whole Content Cop saga. You can't post a 24-hour video on YouTube. I don't think you can, at least. Or if you do, you can't like edit it or anything like that. I'm pretty sure there's a hard 12-hour cap now, right? I think. It wasn't letting me, so I uploaded them in 2 parts. Instead of posting 24 hours, I posted like, it was actually like 23 and change. I posted it in 2 parts, right? Now, for the Hassan's Kids one, I thought this is easy. Denim's Frogan. I'll put all the orbiters in one video, so you can watch and learn about all the orbiters. These did 64, 37, 42, and then I was like, oh, here's a fun one for the commentary guys who are tired of EHD. I'll do like a huge Bowblax 12-hour video. And for some reason, that popped off. I mean, it didn't get the most views ever, but I'll be honest with you. It made more than Bowblax's rent for a video, for an amount. This is a stream that was cut into a video that was put back into the length of a stream, and that last one made more than Bowblax's rent. So I thought that was funny. I didn't know it did well. I remembered this. I think I glanced at it. It looked like it was doing like I thought it was like a fucking 6 out of 10 or something. I didn't think it was doing well. For this channel, that's definitely a good. So I was kind of shocked at that. And obviously Bowblax has been taking pot shots. It's no secret that he made this response to me like a month ago. But to be clear, he released it a month after I said something. So I figured I had time to wait. I didn't have to like jump out here and talk about it sooner. Josh said, a bit of a crash out post here, but it genuinely feels so impossible to be myself without upsetting literally everyone. As a kid, I had to behave and mask my autism, basically putting on a fake performance for people to tolerate. Like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, right? If you act fake, and that's the person that you become, like, if you're fake and famous for the person you were when you were being fake, your audience might not like the real you. And that's not like people being ableist towards you or anything like that. If you have a completely different appearance, and I'm not talking physical, I'm talking just like the way that you'd like navigate streams and discussions and stuff like that, and now you don't want to do that anymore, well, the people who subscribe to you didn't subscribe for who you are now. I don't think the Twitterverse's audience wants to watch your Mayo Monkey live streams, you know? As a drama YouTuber, the pressure built up to have the correct take, and it got to the point where I wasn't able to speak my mind without my peers publicly shaming me for it unless we agreed on said take. I don't know what he means by correct take. I guess it has to be socially acceptable take, right? Because you should always strive to not be wrong. Also, he's kind of still the problem here. Something that I said a lot when we were arguing was like, Bowblax was impossible to debate with, because he would try to force you into an agree to disagree. And he would literally just be like, agree to disagree. And I'd be like, yeah, whatever, okay. Or he would like get mad, start fucking stammering and cry. And then you'd have the optics loss. So there wasn't really a way to take him down. I don't know. It felt like, and I don't mean to infantilize him in this way. It felt like arguing with a child, you know? Extremely confident, wrong, cries when you fucking tell him no. It felt less like hanging out with a peer and more like babysitting. I wasn't able to speak my mind without my peers publicly shaming me for it unless we agreed on said take, and now that I'm openly queer, I get called gross every time I post a selfie. To be clear, Bowblax was called gross every time he posted a selfie before this, but, dude, I have to, like, navigate this well, because everyone's gonna get mad at me. Bowblax's selfies are fucking gross, dude. I'm sorry. That's the goddamn truth of it. I don't care that you're trans. I don't care about your whole system. I thought you were non-binary, but I guess trans is applicable. I think the whole bearded lady thing is like gross. Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that's the part. It's not the part that you're trans. It's the part that you're like unshaven, unkempt, your hair is fucked, you constantly look dirtier and smellier than iDubbbz. I just think that's just like a really fucking difficult to navigate aesthetic. And I think you're going to struggle with that because it's not really like, his whole thing is breaking the binary. And I could acknowledge, okay, sure, whatever that means, go for it. But the binary, you have to break through it, because it's not a socially accepted norm. So you have to realize that if your whole thing is breaking out of socially accepted norms, it's going to kind of be a rocky ride, no? The acknowledgement is that what you're doing is breaking new ground. So of course, like, there's going to be a bit of a break-in period on that, right? I don't know. Just don't look greasy. Yeah, I mean, he was greasy before. He's greasy in a dress now. I don't want to see your fucking selfies. And again, there's also like the weird, he sent a selfie in a dress and he goes, I'm going to own Keemstar with this. So there's also the weird fetish aspect of this too. You know, it's not always just like, oh, the selfie is bad. It's like he's taking a picture in a dress thinking that it owns Keemstar if he's in a dress. I guess. Thank you, Cope and Seed, for the raid. He really did that? Yeah, he did. You can ask Connor, ask Augie. I'm so fucking exhausted and tired of having to censor myself for other people's comfort my entire fucking life. It's unfair. But you're just kind of loud and wrong. Everyone kind of realized that you were riding off of smarter people's coattails the entire time you were online, or just reading tweets. Like, all the arguments that we had about reading Reddit were applicable to your channel, right? You were reading smarter people's opinions. Once you started giving them, people realized they didn't want to go to you to hear about this stuff anymore. It wasn't really worth their time, right? I'm not even going to be able to post this without people bitching that I'm playing the victim. I wish people could vibe off me or fuck off. Yeah, so in response to that, I said probably mostly what I said here. To put it bluntly, this is my problem with coasting off of other people's opinions for years and not sharing any original thought. It will come as a shock to many when you out yourself as being wildly unintelligent the minute you actually open your mouth. Oh wait, did I miss this? My issue is that I feel like I can't express myself without upsetting people. Your advice is not to express myself because it makes people mad. You guys are really smart. Maybe it's because your thoughts are retarded and make no sense. That's kind of based. This is the major issue with desperately wanting clout and being able to fast track success on YouTube by making niche content you won't find rewarding in the long term. You don't have to hide. No one stopped you from speaking your mind. You made a business decision, which is true. Nobody barred you entrance to VidCon parties because of hate videos. I can't entirely speak for people who made those decisions, but as someone who never once asked you to be banned, they probably just didn't want to hang out with the crazy manic looping crybaby. Yeah, and he was like walking up to people in the convention center being like, I have enough money to be here, and like showing people tipsters DMs in person.
I recommend watching.
He was like a completely
Nicholas
unserious
DeOrio's
person to the
latest
people who
video.
did see him.
The comment cop is
Thank you.
really bringing it to Mr. Ms. Manchahi.
True. If you make a calculated decision to be someone else for years and reap the rewards, you ultimately risk your audience deciding that they don't like the real you, and that's a burden you have to bear on your own despite your numerous attempts over the last year to blame me. I feel like I am the source for all of Bowblax's problems in his mind. I feel like he can't get past the fact that he has done bad things or stupid things or just generally unlikable things is probably the best way to say it. And it's not entirely fucking people who are being quote-unquote transphobic on Twitter. I'm sure there are plenty of people who hate him exclusively because he's trans. But I have to imagine that most of those people probably hated him before they found out. Because keep in mind, that wasn't the starting point here. People didn't know Bowblax was trans until he lied and tried to say that I leaked that he was trans. So he outed himself trying to win points on me. And people still think that I did that, to be clear. So I tweeted that, and Bowblax keyed in on this. What is this? Yeah. Hi, Bowblax. Nicholas DeOrio will be attending, so I'm not sure it would be a good idea to come. Just to be clear, I don't know where this was or what this was. That tells me they didn't want you there. Because again, they could have just walked up to me and asked me, what are we going to do, fight? What do you think? You're going to throw an estrogen bomb at me like a goblin grenade? like, what do we think was going to happen here? Yeah, they gave you an excuse to not come. Yeah, I can't reply directly because Nick has me blocked on all my Twitter accounts. But the reason I have you blocked is I do not want an unsolicited Bowblax selfie being retweeted onto my feed. I also hung out with a lot of... And by the way, he has me blocked on Instagram, so I couldn't get thumbnails for my videos anymore. So, whatever. I also hung out with a lot of creators outside these gatherings that some people banned me from, and we had a good time. I haven't heard any good things about that. Oh, that's the takeaway here. And then Bowblax came out right after this, after this interaction or whatever, and then dropped a 40-minute video on me 4 weeks ago. So I literally took a month to respond back. 2 months ago on stream, I gave my thoughts on Nicholas DeOrio in more depth, so I've decided to clip it as my one and only video on him, so everyone knows where I stand with all of this, and I won't have to repeat myself on Twitter endlessly. So tens of people went to go watch this video. It got 6,000 likes. Oh man, I can't wait for Nick to watch this live. It's your lucky day. And then he pinned it. Great. I also noticed this is a new feature on YouTube. He's cross-posting his videos as Bowblax, like the channel that people know about, and Bowby, the channel that used to be Mayo Monkey. I've never seen anyone actually do this. Should I start doing this for my third channel? 50 likes on 5,000 views. I don't know if that's horrific or if that's normal. I don't know what the normal like-to-view ratio is. I'm sure if you look at larger videos, it might be this bad. This year's nothing but winning. Dude, in other years, this would have been like a day one, can't wait to fire up the stream, played like a specific intro just for this segment. Like, this would have been a huge fucking topic. So I remember I watched about a minute of this and I turned it off because I knew I would eventually react to it. I remember it starting off fucking amazingly. So let's jump in right now.
And I don't know, before that, iDubbbz wasn't really known as a liar. He was kind of just known as, like...
So he starts mid-sentence talking about iDubbbz.
A cringe lord, you know, because of the OnlyFans stuff. and some of the stuff he was saying, and him just being like a loser.
Well, I think that the reason why iDubbbz wasn't known as a liar back then, maybe it's because he hadn't gotten his programming, but more or less it's because iDubbbz wasn't really doing a lot of stuff back then. I didn't know anything about iDubbbz's personality because he was making like documentaries, you know? Tell me, what did you learn about iDubbbz other than his video about why he thinks it's okay that people jack off to his wife on the internet? I don't remember a lot of talking points from him because he didn't really say a lot for years. Now he talks all the time.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Is it a slow day? Are we finally covering the Bobby video? You've had that tab on streams for weeks.
Oh, wait, yes, I am. Wait, someone just in chat pointed out something really important here. Nick, you have 3,800 watching this stream, and your stream already has 550 likes. Okay, this is a bad ratio. If we have 550 likes on and I haven't asked for likes or anything like that on this fucking stream, then that's actually nuclear. I didn't realize how bad that was.
Or whatever in people's mind. But he wasn't
we're still live. This is concurrent.
really a liar.
But you have to consider this. We don't know how many people have been here, right? Yeah, listen, 550 likes, but there's 18,000 views on this stream right now. You can't look at concurrent. You have to look at the 18,000 number. I mean, scaling that back, it's still not good for him.
Until I kind of exposed that stuff with the financial video.
Oh, no, dude. All right, for the backstory on the financial video, all I remember here is that Bowblax did some quick maths, right? And I was extremely nervous because I don't think that Bowblax is good with numbers. I said, the issue with making a video on what you think happened for... This is iDubbbz's Creator Clash, right? He was like, well, if you spent this much on that, you spent this much on this, there should be this much money left over. And it's like, all they need to do to prove you wrong, if you're not right about this, is flip the books around and show you what's in there. This is a extremely bad calculated risk to take. Now, I think it worked out, and I think... whether his arguments were good or bad, Anissa like spurged out about this video and had like a mini meltdown in her own podcast, and it led to a lot of other discussion. I don't know if his video did, but we inevitably had more discussions on this topic after that. So it didn't go bad for him, right? But it is always a risk to make assumptions about things like money when all of this stuff is written down. They have the books, you don't. You are working off of statements of people and employees and shit. So I told them it's a calculated risk and I wouldn't post this because I have no idea if these numbers are accurate.
Yeah, I'm really proud of that video and the insight I had into that because, like, I had to look at very little things to
be clear, he did basic research. He had zero insight on the fucking spending patterns of a boxing charity event. He had no personal insight in it.
Kind of come to the conclusion. It was kind of like a eureka moment. I was really like brainstorming, thinking of stuff, and then I noticed stuff didn't connect, and yeah, it kind of felt
He's acting like he was... This guy was crazy. He was sitting there realizing that Creator Clash 2 didn't connect. He must have been the first person to have these thoughts.
Like,
he had a urethra moment, dude.
That was the only time on YouTube where I felt like I've really like...
Is a urethra moment when you think you had a eureka moment, but you're just jacking yourself off?
Kind of discovered something on my own.
This guy smoked a shitload of weed and thought he was breaking new ground, criticizing Creator Clash.
Like, whoa, wow. Kind of like a detective or something, dude.
He's... Okay, this is... Alright, yeah. He's a detective clipping anytime they talked about money together.
Like, you know, those detectives who have the murder can't be solved, but they have like, in the movies, they have like a really weird, like crazy inkling about something and it ends up being true. I've been watching a lot of
Dude, he had a raging clue.
Dexter recently, so that's probably why that's on my mind. But yeah,
Wait, he literally, no way, dude. Oh my god. He's the fucking meme. He thinks he's Dokes. He thought he was Dokes, bro, putting that together.
It definitely felt like that. I'm pretty...
Can somebody make an edit where he turns into Dokes, bro? Oh my god.
proud of that video. I was
He's like, I know they're committing charity fraud, but I just can't prove it!
ahead of the curve, yeah. I really don't feel like I got enough credit for that video. I like, from some of my friends and peers. Ooh, look, the little banana whore. But I did in YouTube videos, so...
I can't believe this is the first fucking... This is the first talking point.
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
He knew Nick was comic up. He just couldn't prove it. True.
It's out there. But I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of the, my forum friends, like, we all, like, kind of supported our content. Like, Willie Mack uploads a new video. Everyone's reacting to it. Fucking...
Oh, this is the part that I heard. This is fucking... This is just painful. I think this is where I was like, I don't think I need to do a stream on this. I don't think... Oh, God. Brace yourself. This is bad.
Like, kind of supported our content. Like, Willie Mack uploads a new video. Everyone's reacting to it. Fucking Nick uploads a brand new video. Everyone's reacting to it. Everyone's kind of, like, hype and promoting each other and retweeting. But with me, like, I never really felt like I got as much, like, hype or support behind my...
Because your content was lesser. I'm not even trying to be a dick here. You're comparing people who made, like, edited video essays to a guy who reads tweets. I'm on Twitter. I don't need to watch your video. I lived this stuff, you know? Your video isn't for me. It's an archive for other people. You're an asset to make a good video with. Not, like, you're not the good video. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this is just actually fucking insane. I don't think all my videos age super well. I don't think that I'm the best YouTuber of all time. But, yeah, you post, like, not daily, but you post, like, frequent garbage slop, and I post a video every, like, 6 months back then. Willie would post a video, like, every 3 months, and then he'd post, like, 3 in a row, and then disappear for another 4 months. So, yeah, people who don't post often, who are making high-effort videos, those were treated as community events, whereas you're like, dude, I don't get mad that people don't promote every daily shitter VOD that I post on this channel. It's a highlights channel. Could you imagine if I'm like, dude, people aren't even giving me the credit for my 4-hour, barely edited stream highlight? You posted low-effort content, and you got treated like you posted low-effort content. I don't know what's so hard to fucking explain.
My videos. I'm sure there were, like, a couple retweets or whatever, but, like...
Dude, I'm not retweeting every fucking 2 days. Twitter versus dipshit. I'm not there's no way.
When I made that video, it should have been, like, a big news, like, headlining news.
I don't retweet Connor. And I like Connor. I don't think I've ever retweeted a Twitter versus video that Connor's made. Why would I retweet a Twitter versus video on Twitter? Bro, you're already reading it.
News for the drama streamers.
It's all here. Why would I tell you to go off-site to read the thread?
But it really wasn't. People just kind of ignored it until someone else brought it up instead of me. Because
This part is so infuriating. Do you know who he's still mad at? He's still mad at a dose of Buckley. Because we shouted out Buckley's video.
Remember something I got a little mad at with Nick about is that...
I remember Buckley's like, what's wrong with your friend, dude? He's going fucking crazy right now. He was mad that we didn't retweet his fucking video that I explicitly told him not to post. He thinks I should shout out a video that I recommended he not upload over Buckley's video, which, no, it wasn't the same information. Buckley is an amateur boxing promoter. Buckley has, like, engaged with and been to events in person that had, like, a tenth of the spend or even less, that made more money than Creator Clash, actual amateur boxing. Of course I would go to his video. Unlike you, he actually knows what he's talking about in those parts. Yeah.
He never promoted my video about the, I don't think he did.
Why are you comparing yourself to an amateur boxing, like, coach?
Kind of. Whatever. But, so, let me rephrase this.
Like, Buckley was using that knowledge, like, being involved in the amateur boxing scene, to argue why the training costs were so, like, absurdly high for no fucking reason. You don't think that's more, like... You don't think that's more fucking important than, like, the Bowblax maths? His quick math?
He thought the video was risky when I showed it to him, because I showed it to him before I released.
Dude, I can't believe he told me this video is too risky, I wouldn't post it, and then he didn't retweet it after I posted it. After he explicitly told me that he thought the video was too risky to post.
And he suggested I shouldn't release it a little bit.
And dude, now this is, like, adding so much context to the tweet that he made before, where he's like, oh, it became about being correct. Well, yeah, because, like, the alternative is defaming someone. Creator Clash bad, I get it. Yeah, I hate them too. But yeah, it's extremely risky talking about information that you're not privy to. Which objectively this is, because you don't have the books. You have to, like, be a bit more careful.
And then when, like, someone else came out with, like, the same video with the...
And not to say that he wasn't by the time it was released. I don't know if he edited or changed anything. I just watched it quick, and I'm like, yeah, this is too big of a risk. I'm not doing that.
Same takes. He, like, tweeted. He's like, oh my god, this is a...
Also, yeah,
What's
he
the name
lied
of
and said he wasn't mad about this, didn't he?
Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo.
Good point.
Mr. Oreo.
Oh, it's Bowblax. Yeah, I don't know.
Amazing take on the fucking iDubbbz thing. Brand new thing. You guys need to watch it now. And I'm like, bro, I said this all in the video I showed you a couple months ago. And then he made it into, like...
And again, he's comparing himself to a guy who has actual amateur boxing, like, being on the scene experience. Like, he would actually know more about this than just some random shitter who thought that he could buy his apartment or something, and then... No, I'm sorry. Actually, I don't know which one I was going to use to insult him. The one who got, like, crypto scammed. Both, yeah, that's a good one. I would actually prefer to take financial information from a guy who's knowledgeable about the scene of amateur boxing, rather than somebody who got tricked in a phone scam to convert his money into Bitcoin and then pay somebody in fucking Somalia thousands of his dollars to unlock his fucking bank account.
Like, me having a drama with the creator who made the video. I think it was, like, maybe Daily Dose of Buckley who said it or something. When I had no issue with him, I was just, like, a little...
Dude, if you go back and... I don't know if it's still up. He was, like, belligerent in that conversation. I was extremely embarrassed when I was reading how, like... He was, like, a jealous ex talking to Buckley about how, like, I retweeted his video instead.
A little upset, a little miffed that... You know, I kind of did all my own research to find this out, and then Nick was like...
And Buckley didn't, like, steal from Bowblax. It's not like he just ripped him off. Like, this Bowblax thing, he just plagiarized it?
Show it to Nick, and he's like, it's not that good. And then when someone else does it, it's like, whoa, it's good. So that's why, like, thinking back in a lot of...
And this tells me, like, this is just a complete waste of my time. What am I supposed to do here, dude? Legitimately. If he can't parse something this simple, why am I even talking about him? What is there to gain from that? Like, what do I do here? He can't navigate why I didn't retweet a video that I told him that I didn't think he should even post.
Ways I'm like, I don't know if Nick even wanted to be my friend. Maybe he just thought I was, like, annoying or never wanted me to succeed really that much in the first place.
I think you're annoying now, for sure. I think you were annoying in debates.
Not just from that, but from other little things. And I kind of wish he was just, like, a little bit more honest with me. Maybe he was, like, implying it by, like, not talking as much.
Oh, fuck, dude. We didn't talk that much, but I wish he was more open with me. Okay. Alright, cool.
With me over the year or whatever. And being like, oh, he's just an internet friend. He's not as close of a friend. And kind of keeping his distance.
Did he think that when Augie stopped posting that we were going to do after hours together? Like, was that what he thought we were going to do? I don't know. You know what's crazy is I talked to Augie probably less than I talked to Bowblax, but I didn't have. But I knew that when Augie picked up the phone, we were still friends. You know. We didn't like when Augie first left. It's not like we kept talking every single week like we used to, right? But when Augie would call me 3 months later, it was just like nothing changed. Bowblax is like counting the minutes. Like, does he hate me? Does he hate me? This is where the bitter, jealous ex energy comes from, I think. I don't know. I don't navigate life like this. I don't even answer, like, people who are important to me when I should. I'm a horrible texter, you know?
Keffel's tweet.
It's never personal.
Nicholas DeOrio.
It was actually fucking really shitty to read. Not really shitty, but one thing that was, like, really kind of made me, like, question things is somebody said, hey, I need to get in touch with Nick. What's the best way to do that? And my moderator goes, we don't even get to really talk to him either. We talk to him about as much as you do, but I'm sure he'll see it eventually. And you know what's funny? I did see it, but I don't remember what it said. I don't think I ever looked at it. I just remember that part of the interaction. I'm like, I'm really shitty at answering people. That's just like kind of a problem I've had.
Well, I guess I just didn't take the hint because I'm autistic or whatever. I don't know.
Oh yeah, please keep using that, please. I need that injected straight into my bloodstream. That should be our bingo game. Guys, it's just fucking every space is a reference to him being autistic, and then we just See if we can win.
I wish you would have just
It's a single-use item, of course.
just said like, hey man, like even if it's harsh, like I don't know. I really don't know how you could go about it. Like I don't want to be friends with you anymore. I don't know. It might have been a little weird, but remember what Nick said about Alex?
Like, we defended Bowblax way too long. That's something I will acknowledge, right? When it comes to this part specifically, I don't know how you could argue that we were bad to him unless you only watch the streams where I was mean to him and tone out everything else. Like if you only watch all the content after all of this happened, then sure, maybe that's the takeaway that you have. But we were fair to him for years.
Alex Gekmo, guess who blocked Alex? Nick is now squared of Queeman. Dude, I told him a year ago that these guys are just like fucking.
Oh, he's gonna
I was
throw
fucking
him.
up or whatever, and I should have.
Dude, he just threw. He didn't even jump in the dog pile. That's crazy. All he had to do was agree with them, and then he's like, "Nah, dude, I hate those people too."
Not DM'd, you know.
Dude, Bowblax could have gotten like easy allies there, but instead of taking that, he was getting insecure because it was yet another thing that I didn't listen to him for. If I listened to Bowblax, my whole life would be better. See?
Alex or whatever, but I told him like these guys are crazy. Don't give them attention, and instead he's like, "Oh nope."
That's funny, Bowblax, coming from you. Again, you're talking to your chat about me in fucking, what is this? September of 2025. You want this to stop following you around and stuff. And your argument to me is that I need to just not interact with certain people. But why are you still letting your chat, like, whip you into me making another segment and doing this over and over again?
I'm gonna do the exact opposite. Like, I just don't know why he never... And, like, me talking to him, telling him about Destiny. Like, he can like Destiny or whatever. I just don't know why he just...
Again, he minimizes the critique of his, like, defamation and slander, right? As liking Destiny. Again, that just tells me that everything that happened in that interaction, he just hasn't parsed yet. He still hasn't figured it out. Maybe it is autism. Maybe that's the problem. But I feel like I've put up with enough here, right? I feel like I put up with enough stupid Bowblax, right?
I felt like he just acted like all of my...
Like, I clearly... If you go watch... I hate to be the bearer of bad news here. If you go watch that 12-hour video, I probably explained this argument over the course of that, like, 32 times. You just have to watch it. He's literally conceded that he has watched some of this material, right?
Opinions, like, didn't matter or were bad or were... I don't know. I really didn't...
I don't know. I really don't know.
Feel like
it's plain English.
As appreciated. And, like, yeah, he's not... He doesn't need to, like, praise me 24/7. It's just, like, I feel like I got almost no acknowledgement
Nicholas
for anything
DeOrio.
good I did.
Keffels appreciated the shout
He did compliment the...
You know, I will say this. I never thought that Bowblax was the most intelligent person in the room. I did like Bowblax, though. For me, it wasn't like, I don't need to be more... I think that Bowblax needs to, like... He needs, like, a certain level of, I don't know. I think it's okay to think somebody is stupid, but also like them. You know? I didn't call him good boy enough. Bowblax needed constant reassurance that he was like an intellectual powerhouse, and the problem is that he's not. He's just kind of a moron, but he's like really insecure about it, and he needs everybody else to like stop what they're doing and remind him that he's super smart or something. I don't know. I didn't think it was like a huge intellectual battle, but clearly he's insecure about it.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Like, I wasn't friendly with Bowblax because I thought he was extremely intelligent and he had really good like takes in drama. He was just kind of fun to shoot the shit with, right? But for Bowblax, it's like he needs to be my intellectual equal, or something. I don't know.
Bully streams once and said he was inspired to do URR based off the bully streams. So he did compliment that, although he did
I have literally no... If I said that, that's insane. I don't remember saying that, but I might have.
Kind of undo all that by saying the bully streams are cringe publicly.
Here's the problem with this. I don't think I've ever watched his bully streams. And I think this probably aligns more with, like... And I said this in the past, that there was a time frame that I would just blindly promote friend shit. And I've done that recently. Like, I've retweeted videos I haven't watched before. I've been trying to, in the last couple of months, to really stop doing this. Because I would just kind of assume that I'm friends with them, so they're probably making decent content. So I would just, blind retweet videos and say, oh yeah, Bowblax is doing really good stuff over there. Or like, Augie's doing really good stuff over there. That's been a constant issue for me. I don't think I've watched more than 6 minutes of a Bowblax bully stream. If I don't watch Bowblax's Twitter verses, I'm definitely not watching his fucking long-form content. That guy sucked at streaming. He was fucking terrible. He was so bad that he was the co-host of After Hours, and Augie would call me to host the show. I never thought that Bowblax was a strong streamer. So, I think it was funny to watch Bowblax yell sometimes, but he became the personality of the yelling, screaming loser. You know how, remember the time frame when they said that, like, I Show Speed is just screaming on camera? I think that was what Bowblax saw, and he went, like, that's what I need to do. But it was just like a screaming, I don't know.
But... yeah, I don't know. I mean, and he can...
That was something that I needed to work on, and now... I mean, it's a lot easier when you don't really interact with a lot of people to not retweet a bad video. That's all I'll say.
Think those things. I don't want him to lie. I don't want him to be untruthful.
But I would be lying. I literally would be lying.
Untruthful to himself, but I just felt like the way he went about it wasn't very good for someone who called me a friend, Even if it's like internet friend or whatever.
Even if we were like internet friends, even if we were real friends, do I have to retweet your video because you're my friend? I certainly did that in some cases for people that I probably shouldn't have, right? So maybe that's an issue. But like, why do I have to respect your work to be friendly with you? I mean, you guys heard me talk about the Reddit channels, right? I was like openly antagonistic toward Reddit channels. I was also really antagonistic towards streamers. There's a hypocrisy probably somewhere. You could probably find a fun clip of that. Dude, there was a whole beef with me and Papa Gut because he like reacted to a video and titled it the same thing as the actual video. And it was like a reaction content thing. And now me and Papa Gut, I mean, I don't watch a shitload of Papa Gut. When I'm in the chat, I'll say hi. But we make similar content now. Isn't that interesting?
But hey, it is what it is.
The Vecna skin looks awesome. Dude, it's so much more detailed than the fucking Demogorgon. They need to remake some of those old skins. I think the Demogorgon looks good. But yeah, the Vecna skin is pretty sick. It's good enough that I'm not even going to do a shill here. Like, this is pretty fucking cool.
I like Daisy's a Blockley. Yeah, I have nothing against him.
Dude, you acted like a total fucking loser to that guy. And it was so embarrassing.
I've never really seen his stuff other than that video, but I thought it was like a good video. I liked his Creator Clash video. But yeah, Nick took me...
Wait, does anybody have the interaction with Buckley? I don't think I can find it, because I'm like super... Like, I am never unblocking this guy on Twitter. If there's a chance that somebody's going to start retweeting his selfies, I'm literally going to throw up. So there's no chance. Let me check and see. Maybe I'll check on my alt. If these are still up. Like, I retweeted the video, and he's like, this is literally the fucking video I made, just, like, straight up, fucking exactly all the same talking points, dude. What the fuck? Maybe I should spell his name right. No. You have to assume that every related tweet to every situation would be gone. Okay. Dude, could you imagine? Look how fucking pathetic this is. It's exactly as pathetic as I thought it would be. Buckley tweeted out, new video. I told you Creator Clash was a joke. By the way, this was a video that was significant because his audience panned him. They were like shitting on him for
What's the
criticizing
name of
him.
the
So
guy
he was coming out and doing a
Keemstar
huge
Orbiter?
like victory
Nick
lap
Oreo.
over his audience.
Mr. Oreo.
Because they were
if you
old
feel
YouTube.
bad, read staff chats sometimes and be a honeybee. Just kidding, Nicholas the Goat.
Right? New video, July 15th. I told you Creator Clash was a joke. It was a victory lap over his audience. Plus, featuring maybe the angriest Buckley intro ever. I took a look at how iDubbbz, a respectful charity boxing event YouTuber, provided no money to charity. A breakdown from an actual coach. This is like a huge point. A breakdown from an actual amateur boxing coach. So he would know about this more than like the average layman loser, right? This is like retweeting a lawyer's take on a legal document and not Bowblax, who read the tweets about it on Twitter. That's like essentially what I got here. So I said, this is one of, if not the best summaries I've seen of the event. You knocked this one out of the park. And then I tagged a bunch of my friends and said, this is a must-watch video. So I put like a hard plug because I thought the video was really good. I really liked Buckley's content. And I wanted more people to see it. And then Bowblax responds in thread where this guy is promoting his fucking video. And his response is, Nick, I already made a video saying all the same shit he said over a week ago. I mean, like, read the room, asshole. This just looks so fucking pathetic. I don't think I even covered this. Of course I didn't. It's 2023, right? Well, how long ago was this? I think I just cringed about this in silence. I don't remember. Did I say anything about this? Hey man, I hope you can appreciate that we may not have a crossover audience, although perhaps we should. As a YouTuber becomes more and more fixated on my success, nobody shares anything anymore. Everyone's afraid to boost someone else. I appreciate that Nick has done that here. Your video currently has 100,000 more views than mine easily. It seems like it was quite the success in your channel at its current analytics, and I think that's great. I don't think there's any need to tear each other down here. We can both exist. This is a really fucking nice answer to a really bizarre comment. And then Josh goes, I wasn't trying to tear you down. I was just letting Nick know that I already knew about all the video you posted in your about the info you already posted in your video. Your video was good and I hope it does well too. It's like, I don't think he watched it, or I don't think he read the tweet. I think he just saw Creator Clash was a joke and he's like, yeah, I fucking made this video already. It's so bizarrely jealous. And he said more stuff here, like, what is this? The pressure of drama YouTubers to have a well thought out take and stance on every major drama story. Oh, this is way later. If it's not well thought out, why are you making a video? Yeah, so that was the interaction there. I thought there was more to that too. Maybe it was in private. I don't remember. I think if I asked Augie, he might, but yeah.
Saying that, like, I was upset, kind of like, or me saying like, Nick, I already did a video on this. He took that as me.
Yeah, that's another thing is Bowblax, if he had a problem with this, right? It's not like something I did. All I did was like promote a YouTuber, right? If he had a problem with this and he thought that I like should have done, he's like, Nick needed to come talk to me. Nick needed to do this. Nick needed to do that. Well, why couldn't you tell me that you felt insecure that I didn't retweet a video that I told you not to upload? We could have had this conversation privately, right?
Shitting on.
Like, he, at any point, he could have said, hey, it seems like we don't talk anymore. Are we not friends?
Daily
Right?
dose of Buckley's video, which is not what I meant, and when I clarify it, he just doesn't believe me. That's the thing too, like, I do something, and it could, like, people take it a certain way, and I understand why people take that a certain way, and I take responsibility for, like, maybe not being clear enough, or not good enough with, like, my,
I don't really think you are. You're kind of just crying that I didn't go do something that you arbitrarily think I should have.
intention or tone indicators in text.
It's not like Bowblax was on the outs, right? That we were, like, looking for an excuse to get rid of him.
Or whatever, but when I correct it, people are like, no, you're lying! You're lying, this is what you
Well,
actually—
because you constantly lie. Yeah, of course you have problems with people who think you're not telling the truth. You told your audience on fucking Twitter that I outed your sexuality or gender. Your gender, right? I outed your fucking gender.
meant. To the point where sometimes I even concede to something that isn't true, because I'm like, well, it's easier than just trying to argue, like, the little
Dude, if anyone ever accuses you of rape, you're fucked.
nuances of it, right? Or, like, people say, like, see it as me making an excuse and not trying to take responsibility. But
It's not an excuse, it's an explanation. Let me speak.
it is more of me wanting to take responsibility for the stuff I did do, not the stuff I didn't do. So I'm trying to debunk.
And the list is so convenient. It's all the things that he didn't do are all the bad ones, and all the things he did do are all the small microaggressions.
And also take responsibility for the stuff I did do at the same time.
But why would you have to take responsibility if it was all weed's fault, you know?
And I don't know, people just see it all as like a big excuse or a lie or whatever. So I don't know.
Every time I smoke a joint, I think, oh my god, I'm minutes away from plunging all my analytics. Oh wait. No, wait. I'm not Bowblax. I'll be just fine.
Yeah, now everyone agrees with Destiny. But the thing is, like, yeah, he did something super bad that, like, is another level of, like, okay, this is, like, another kind of point in time for people to, like, disavow him or whatever, because he took it a step further than he usually does in his bullshittery. But he never really came across as a really great guy, either. Like, I don't...
Are you just coming to that conclusion now? I refer to myself as an asshole. I don't pretend I'm fucking Mother Teresa.
I don't know.
I also don't need people to think that I am. I don't need anyone to think that I'm smart. Or I just want them to show up, hang out, and chill. I don't know. I feel like you're expecting a lot out of a digital audience who sees you more as an animal. The minute that you understand that the audience isn't here because they love you, and they're here because they love the words that are coming out of your mouth, for the most part, the vast majority of them, I think that you will probably be humbled a bit more. Because he's still in the I want to be a celebrity arc, and he'll never be one, and he needs to kind of like let that go. Like, he's never going to be a big fucking mainstream name, right? He's never going to be Sketch. He's never going to be Pokimane. He's a guy who read tweets and got relatively famous in his little niche corner of the internet, which isn't really much. But he threw away the paycheck to cry like a loser. It's a sad story. I don't know. It's funny for me, though.
Oh.
Yeah, some people are here for watch talk, clearly.
And whenever I mention him occasionally, it's not like I was like, like mauling or whatever. It was more like, it was more me being confused at why people were praising him so much. And
is he still talking about me?
In response to people praising him, rather than me, like, being actually, like, hateful or
Wait, is this still about me? What the fuck did I do?
Towards him. Like, yeah, I think he sucks, but, like, I also think, like, Donald...
Is this about Buckley? No, he's saying it has to be about me. Am I misreading this?
Trump sucks. I also think, like, you know, a bunch of other people suck.
Did he just compare me to Donald Trump?
It's not like I think he sucks in a way that's like a...
Oh, it's Destiny. I'm fucking retarded. Sorry, my fucking drama literacy. It's Destiny. You're right. It's Destiny.
Personal.
That makes the Trump comparison make so much more sense. I just had a fucking Bowblax. My bad.
Like, he personally hurt me. I don't have any personal feelings toward Destiny. It's just that
there
I
we
think
go.
He was a piece of shit, pretty objectively. Kind of like Nick Fuentes as well, right? And I'm like, why you fucking... Guys, come on.
Again, this is just not, like, the truth. Bowblax would constantly... Dude. Bowblax would constantly break into song and dance and get triggered at the thought of Destiny or Mr. Girl. Even, like, weird, like... It's extremely difficult to navigate this after Destiny has gone on the route that he's chosen to take. With additional information that has come out. But Bowblax, even... I'm confident that if Bowblax was constantly criticizing Destiny this year, even with all of the free shot lobs that he could throw out, I think that he'd still fuck it. I think that Bowblax would find a way to do it wrong. Because he was so tunnel vision, so wildly unintelligent. But it's not just Destiny. It's literally anybody who was mean to him at any given moment. Right? I know he had, like... Didn't he tell... I think he told August... Or maybe he complained to Destiny specifically about the part where he said Bowblax is too autistic, so it's not even fun to talk to him. I think that got removed from the VOD or something. That was one. But it was also prevalent with Keemstar, right? Bowblax got into a fight with Keemstar and he got kicked from a group chat. So then he just started saying shit like, oh, you guys don't even want to call out Keem. You're afraid. He's been a lol cow the entire time. Bowblax wasn't trying to make a grandiose point about the ethics of YouTube drama. Bowblax had a hit list of people to go after who were mean to him at any given moment, and he would just literally lie if that was like helping him get there a little bit faster. I saw him do the exact same thing to me after we had a falling out. So, I mean, I am pretty... he literally talked to us about this and conceded these points, I believe, on the Augie stream.
But Nick has, like, I think publicly, like, reinterpreted that as me being, like, obsessed with Destiny.
It wasn't publicly reinterpreted. I addressed this to your face on stream, and it's to my knowledge, a pretty well agreed upon talking point that it's probably the correct one, right?
I still see people being like, oh, Bowblax is still really mad at the debate he did with him that he won 5 years ago, and he's really fucking...
Bowblax, I think also everyone watched that back, and I think most of them cringed. I still think that was one of my worst... That was the worst online interaction I've ever had. I love that stream. I sucked in it. And Bowblax sucked in it. And we sounded like grandstanding loser crybabies. If you ever want to watch the most embarrassing conversation of my life, go watch the Destiny debate. And watch the Bowblax part too, because all of us just sound like such whiny crybaby losers the entire time.
You know, fucking always talk about...
Did he admit you won? Oh, I lost that conversation. He's saying that Destiny won that conversation. Oh no, you won. He's talking about himself in first person. Destiny won that conversation.
Destiny obsessing him. No. I had a debate with him 5 years ago, and sometimes I mention it, me winning the debate versus him, because he's a debate bro god.
Bowblax would constantly say, like, dude, this guy can't be that smart. I want to debate against him. The problem is that he didn't. He objectively didn't. I don't care if you're the biggest Destiny hater on planet Earth. If you go watch that, by that point, most of us were kind of already in this camp. We're like, yeah, no, this was extremely pathetic and cringe on our parts to engage with back then. But Bowblax was cashing it in years after it kind of ran its course. So everyone was just kind of like, ugh, okay.
And, you know, people ratioed him with dislikes and views and stuff and said he was wrong in that debate. And I just think it's like a little funny antidote. Like, that happened one time, isn't that?
Yeah, he made that like his personality.
Funny, and I bring it up occasionally.
When Bowblax debated Mr. Girl, he sounded like he was on the verge of tears the whole time. Bowblax would dude, I didn't even really know how to navigate hit with Mr. Girl. It's so weird, right? You'd think that the person who brings up somebody's sibling's childhood rape would always be in the wrong, right? Wouldn't you think that if anybody says anything bad about Bowblax's sister's, like, molestation, that person is objectively wrong in any scenario, right? You would think that, right?
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why? But Bowblax would have this fucking weird thing where he would constantly talk about his sister's, like, situation, unprompted on stream. In some cases for laughter.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Right?
I really like you.
I don't know what it... Did you ever hear the clip where we're sitting there talking to Bowblax and he's like, yeah, dude, my sister was molested or something like that. And we're like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, I knew a real pedo. He molested my sister. Like, awkwardly.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like
you. To the point where we started to think that it wasn't his sister, maybe it was him, and this was like some weird fetish shit that he was doing, right? So he goes into this call with Mr. Girl, and I'm pretty sure he brings it up.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
I apologize to Bowblax if that's not the case, but if you're debating someone on pedophilia, maybe don't lob a family member in the way. I was really weird. It's a really weird situation.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
But
I really
yeah,
like
using the trauma dunk card to, like, win the conversation against somebody who will not yield is a bad idea. And that was the convo where he, like, cried profusely. Let me see if I can find this really quick. Where did that come up? Because, I mean, dude, Bowblax, if you're autistic and you don't understand certain fucking things, why don't you use... Like, Bowblax constantly talks about how autistic superiority, autistic is this, autistic is that, I have autism, autism this, autism that. Why don't you acknowledge that you do have shortcomings as a person? That you're not good at the same things that everyone else is? That you excel in different things that are... that you could find for yourself along the way and kind of... I work from there, right? You're not completely worthless. Why don't you try to, like...
Can I say something to you, Nick?
Why do you have to be
I
good
really
at
like
debates? Why? What is so important to you about being good in conversation? Being known as, like, a smart, witty personality? Maybe your gift was being able to sit there and
Can
cipher
I
through
say something to you,
50,000
Nick?
tweets.
I really like
Maybe that was your
Why?
contribution. I don't think I could do that. Right? Why can't you just be you? Why do you have to try to be everybody else? I guess. Let me see.
Can I say something to you,
Bowblax.
Nick?
Thank you.
I really like you.
Why? That's who all the big commentary names were. Yeah. 33 minutes. Bowblax versus Mr. Girl. Let's see. Where? Maybe I want to fact check this now. I don't want to get something like this wrong. Where does sister come up? Because we never really talked about it. I mean, there wasn't really much defending. Look, you need to understand that Bowblax's 18-year-old sister condensed... Okay, I'm not reading that. I don't know
Can I
what
say
happened.
something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why? Oh god, I can't look up the word pedo. Let's see.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why? Family? Sibling? Where did it come up? Family? My?
Is this really lolly?
My view.
Anything. You're saying that my view of life is
No, I don't care what Mr. Girl has to say.
I always will be. There's
No, that's still Mr. Girl.
anything you know about my sexuality.
Mr. Girl is like a stain on one of the worst
Can I
times
say
on the
something to
internet.
you, Nick? I really like you.
Thank you.
Why?
How is it still going? Oh, fuck, we got 20 gifteds. That's why. I'm like, how the fuck is it still going? I'll let them run while I'm looking for the clip. Dude, Mr. Girl is like a stain of the COVID era debate everything
Is this
time.
really lolly?
He was like the last guy to come through.
So if you
Maybe it's in the full one. It came up in a separate stream where he was reacting to Mr. Girl talking one-on-one to Augie. Was that
Can I
it?
say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why? Oh, Alex the Fiction. Oh my god, it was you. You were the one. Alex, I will try to get on your thing. I have to see. I'm like fucking super booked right now. Dude. It sounds ridiculous, but I am so fucking busy. I don't even sleep anymore. So I have to I will try to fit you in. And I'm not trying to talk down to you. I legitimately don't have any fucking time. If you want to wait till January, I could definitely do it then, but right now it's like really fucking hectic. Especially because holidays are coming soon.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really
Mr.
like
Girl.
you.
Why? Porn panel. This is the full one. You gotta add me on Discord. Yeah, I'll add you on Discord. I will do that right after the stream. If I don't spam my... Oh, fuck,
Can I say
dude, it's
something
not
to you,
here
Nick?
either.
I really like you.
Why? I don't think I'm gonna be able to find this. Augie talks to Mr. Girl about Bowblax.
So this is one problem I had with Bowblax in our last conversation.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like
He'll use
Why?
himself as an example.
No, you're wrong. It's not this part of the conversation. Because he's quoting the part that already happened.
And I'll use myself as an example. So that's one of the ways, that's one of the boundaries I don't really have with my audience, is that like I'll say most creators will say, oh, this person's sexuality is like this person's a weirdo because of this and blah blah blah. And I'm willing to say, like,
Let me see.
This is my sexuality. You know, like I'll try to reveal myself as. What bothers me though is when he says, "Well, okay, I'll let you guys in. I'm not being private right now. I have and never."
Oh no, not that one. No, maybe he's not. You might be
honest
right.
and be private. I guess my ass and smelled my fingers just to. Like with being attracted to men, there were definitely points in my life where I did not think I was attracted to men.
No,
just a song.
That's not it either. I don't know what the fuck this. Mr. Girl debates technicals and Bowblax.
I remembered the.
Is this the debate where this happened? Am I conflating two different conversations? No, not that one.
Literally what he thinks. And if that's true, protect your daughters and fucking sisters and shit. Like, god damn, geez.
No.
I'm responding
Why is he so loud? I don't know.
directly to what you said.
I understand that, but I'm saying that
I don't
just
have to-
just where we are with this, with thoughts versus.
Nope, not that one. Is it this one?
Since that I'm wrong, then I will concede this.
Like
Every person
rapping-
I know who has ever been molested.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, guys. Look, I gotta go. I have a.
Okay, just
No, that's the end of the conversation. I don't know where it is.
can understand.
That is a nuclear thing. Bowblax cry. Oh, it's from commentary.
Can understand
aids.
that immediately. So a label is
The snippets are a bit grim. I tweeted one to you. I don't know if it's right. Well, I don't know. I mean, I hate Bowblax. I'm not invested in being wrong about him, though. So I'm going to try to figure this out. Otherwise, I guess we can move past it. I'm checking my mentions. Is it? No, that's a fucking picture. That's a video of, what is Alex Rosen? Hold on. Twitter sucks for search. Is it this? Let's see.
only by a little bit. Only by a little bit. It takes more more words to say than just someone with an extra finger, and it's a psychological based
What the fuck did I just click into?
thing, so it takes a little more
Dude, this is 1 HP. This is true 1 HP.
of an advanced brain to understand. I'm not saying it's rocket science, but just it takes a little bit more explaining than someone with extra fingers. Everyone can understand that immediately. So a label is useful for taking slightly or more complex things and putting it down to one word, just so it's easier to have conversation, not to put a label on you or be like, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, but just so it's easier to have these types of conversations and have everybody on the same page instead of having these long, exhaustive
Dude, comment, he's so out of breath.
discussions about semantics, which
Dude, but this is like that's actually probably like a really fucking good point. If this is the best you've got, why not just stop? You know? Right? Like, you probably excel at other things, right? You don't have to be good at this.
which is what you have been engaging with so far. Everybody else can go. I need to get a water.
Like, I'll be the first. If Ethan Klein sounded like this every stream, his own audience would tell him, just stop. Just stop talking.
All right.
Just listen, you gotta let it go. Like, if he was getting this worked up every time he went live,
Let's go to interjections.
But from
not that he does this every time he gets live, but it feels like if you disagreed with Bowblax, this was always the outcome. And yeah, maybe my sample size is the Boo Boss incident, but after that, I didn't really push very hard against him for good reason. Because it took years for people to realize I wasn't a huge piece of shit for that conversation.
Can I just retort for 10 seconds?
10 seconds, yeah.
Okay, if you think you're right, then I understand why you think it's about semantics. But for me, the conversation isn't about semantics, it's about human nature, because we're trying to define what is rare, what is unusual, what is even noteworthy. Is it noteworthy that somebody has 10 fingers? Like, no, it's not noteworthy. So I'm saying
That's another one. Bowblax is not mentally stable. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. That is reason enough to drop somebody. Somebody that you hardly know, that you've met him one time at a YouTube convention. If somebody's crazy mentally ill and he's not really taking any advice or trying to better himself in any way, you can literally cut someone off for that reason. I don't need another elaboration, QED, end of debate. I do not care. I think that me and Bowblax would have been friends a lot longer if he didn't have a crazy fucking meltdown earlier and then not really give any vibes that he was trying to really do anything about it other than get us off his back.
that I don't think that whatever I said about cuties or whatever I've said after about cuties or girls or little boys or whoa, Josh, let me fucking Josh, please, please, Josh.
Quick Mr. Girl interjection, and then we're going to the other people on the panel. Hold on. Whoa.
I've been making content for a long time. This is only a small portion of my content. Now listen, what I'm saying is I don't think it is noteworthy. And that is my argument. It's not about the label or semantics. It's saying that it's just part of being human.
Hey, Destiny.
And so,
sorry.
Wait, can I just do one quick thing, and then you guys...
God. All right.
Just one quick thing.
Of course.
You know, I
One
suck
quick
at
thing.
moderating. I suck at this, I'll be honest.
No, you're good. It's not. This isn't even a moderation thing. Okay, I promise. You're doing a great job. Okay. Wait, Bowblax, are you here?
Oh my god, dude. He's just... I forgot that this happened. This is a horrible situation.
Here.
It is of my opinion that we have a collective fiction around this indignation related.
Alright, okay. Let me see.
label of
map or who would identify as a no map, even with your convoluted definition of it.
It
So if it's a label that
I'm taking a very
well, yeah, but what percentage of people do you think are going to call themselves a no map or accept the label or want you to give them the label or give it to them?
Stigmatization of that label has been for smoothly.
When does this thing end?
if we redefine our understanding.
Is it?
The label. I'm just or under. The ink is right. Like an area or whatever.
No, that's after. Where's the funny part? Let me see. I don't know how we got so far off track. I think his new video is boring. That's probably why. Still, like, speak? Still, let him speak. Is this it? Okay, here.
You and how you speak is that you respond to all of my points by trying to recontextualize my answer
Okay.
and then argue a straw man instead of actually fucking just responding to what I say, and it makes this conversation go on way longer than it has to, and it's
I gotta be honest with you. This is probably the meanest thing I'm gonna say all night. I think that it's charity that I stayed even publicly interacting with this guy after like 4 of these. Like after 4 huge like community looking down upon, like we all look worse because of it, interactions.
so much
Okay.
fluff. And it's
No
so
map.
fucking
I think it's like charity that I was friends with him for as long as I was.
frustrating
Okay.
to deal with.
I won't admit that I'm a no map. Okay.
And number 2, now the point.
All right, let's
The
get to the point.
difference between and then
Well, I wouldn't have interacted with people who got on stream and fucking cried like this. I would have made fun of these people. I'll be honest with you. If this guy wasn't already my friend, there'd be a stream on him after this.
let everyone else.
Which is crazy because he's talking to Mr. Girl.
I might actually leave. I will listen, but or maybe I'll mute. The difference between someone with an extra finger and then someone who's slightly attracted to kids but not fully attracted to kids.
No, that's not even
is
it.
the second one is more psychological.
Does this not have the screaming, crying part?
Or not? I think as on
Say something really.
added to finish.
Listen first.
I'm saying it's everyone.
I'm actually losing it. How is there no timestamp here? This is it.
Well, hold on.
If
There it is. This part.
Explain your thoughts,
I
and then we're gonna do
understand
interjections.
your
all right?
opinion. Josh, I get your opinion. I'm trying to get you to understand my opinion. That if
And I want you
being
to
turned on,
understand
if being turned on by cuties is the same as having 10 fingers,
I'm not.
It's not.
All right, all right.
Okay.
If it
Bowblax,
were-
explain,
if you- if
explain
it
your
were-
point, and then we're gonna do. Well, hold on.
To explain the difference. I would love to
if being
explain the
turned-
difference if you let me see.
I
one
know
goddamn
why you
sentence.
I know why you
Holy
think it's
shit.
different.
I know why you think I'm gonna dissect your brain and explain it back to you. No, let's explain
You just
your
dissected it.
points.
You just
Let me
threw your
explain.
brain up out
Let
of your
me
mouth. So
explain.
everybody. Okay, go ahead.
Let us explain our points with the
Augie, I think you should
all right.
moderate more
All right.
actively.
Fuck
I'm
up.
trying- all
Literally
right.
shut the
All right,
fuck up.
hold on.
Holy shit.
This is the payoff. Yeah. it is.
my
Holy
God.
shit.
All right, all
Let
right.
me finish the sentence.
All right.
Oh my God.
Bowblax,
I was on the Bowblax payroll, guys. I hate to be the bearer of bad news here.
explain.
It's the only way I could justify this.
Then we're gonna go into interjections because
okay.
Moth and Glink want to get in. and I want-
Bowblax was paying me thousands of dollars of Moon Wallet to interact with him after something this embarrassing.
I'll give
Okay,
them a
I'll
chance
say
to-
two more. I'll say 2 more things, and then I'll give Moth and Glink time because I'm respectful.
All right.
I'm sorry, that's a good one. That's a good
I'll
one.
I'll
chance
say
to-
2 more. I'll say 2 more things, and then I'll give Moth and Glink time because I'm respectful.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
This is
welcome.
this whole conversation is so
Shut the
respectful of
fuck
you.
up. Mute that motherfucker! Mute that motherfucker! I'm tired of him interjecting when I'm trying.
Do you remember the first time he screamed "Let me speak" and then he told everybody for like 2 weeks that he was playing it up for the stream and that wasn't really him melting down, and then he had a real one about the copyright issue like the next day after saying that one of the times?
To make 2 simple points.
He just lies about everything, man.
Holy shit! Sorry
I'd respect him more if he was just like honest about things. He isn't.
for losing my cool, but it's
He thinks if he waits long enough, he'll just come back to a new audience and that won't know that he's like a crazy liar. But he doesn't realize that they'll eventually figure it out and leave too.
tired of him interjecting when I'm trying to make 2 simple points. Holy shit! Sorry for losing my cool, but it's oh my god.
All right, this guy just won't admit he's a pedophile. I'm so
All right,
sorry,
wait,
guys.
Bowblax.
I get so overwhelmed.
You motherfucker! Okay, this is the issue I have with you. Every time you respond to me, you try to redefine what you say. Every time I have responded to you, you can look back at the VOD. Every time I've responded to you, I've responded to what you say. I've responded to what you say, and I don't try to redefine what you're saying. I just say my opinion, and the issue with you and how you speak is that you respond to all of my points by trying to recontextualize my...
Okay, yeah, so you get the point, right? He's too prideful to let someone know that he fell down, and he's, yeah. No, he just keeps talking about how he keeps falling down. And he's just like, it's everybody else's fault that I fell.
Useful.
Linkin Park? I don't know why I'm even here. Or what were we watching? Oh yeah, new Bowblax.
That's like really about it? And I don't really bring it up much. I think I've had to have grown up less than 10 times in the last 5 years. Like, but yeah,
see, he's banking off of like public, but like that's all of the best examples were like the ones that we saw from the private stuff.
Nick will take these things and blow them up into like a bigger...
He acts like it's just me saying all this stuff when, like, tons of other people who interacted with him. Do you think that Augie is just on my payroll and just chooses to lie for me? Do you not consider his testimony when you're talking about this? It's like I've given people the truth serum, only it's not the truth serum. I'm forcing them to lie about you.
Deal than it actually is, and, like, I guess people think he has some credibility in knowing me personally.
If everybody's like bought and sold, then why hasn't Augie turned around and said, hey, now that I'm not really making content anymore, Bowblax was right the whole time and Nick slandered him? There are people here who have no incentive to lie about you, right? Even if you could create one out of thin air. There is no reason why Augie would take my side other than the fact that he agrees with me in 2025. Why has he not come out and defended you?
Because, like, we did talk a lot, not as much in 2023.
By the way, I hate to be the bearer of bad news again. I don't talk to fucking anyone anymore. Yeah, we used to sit in Discord and play games all the time. That was before I started streaming every other day. He's talking a lot. Is this 2023 or 2024? I was either quitting or starting to become like a content creator again. I don't know which one. You're either looking at a point where I was like, I'm retired, or the part where I'm gearing up to go again. Both of which I was not spending a lot of time with people. Nowadays, I don't have time to just sit and play fucking video games. Majority of my video game time is spent on stream. The game that I play the most, as cringy as this is to say, is Fortnite. And I film it almost the entire time I play it. I have literally no time to be doing any of that.
In 2024.
And if you were successful, you would use some of the exponential amounts of free time that you have to produce main channel videos. Again, I don't know how the fuck you have been this unsuccessful at just even simply giving yourself a chance to do well. You just can't make consistent content, which is insane for the unemployed. I have no respect for somebody who can't post anything as an unemployed dude. I have literally, it's impossible.
Or late 2023, but definitely before 2023. And yeah, Nick just takes like one little moment or thing I said and reinterprets it in his own way that's like even more crazy, and then tries to make jokes off it, which
I think it's insane that he's on stream in 2025 reiterating the same bullshit. Dude, I'm trying to take accountability for the stuff that I did. Meanwhile, all the critiques that people made of him are insane, fabricated defamation attempts that were levied against his fucking career.
I don't know. It is what it
like
is.
I don't think I need to do another segment on this. Clearly I do.
But he called you obsessed, and how am I obsessed with this? I barely talk about that guy, literally. Don't you guys see? Like, I barely talk about the guy. To the point.
Again, though, he is an autistic warhead. He literally goes. Anybody who like rubs him the wrong way. It's so funny. Tommy said that Bowblax would backstab everybody at 100K, and he was totally wrong about that. It just happened later. The minute that you have even he feels he's been slighted in any way, that's it. That's it. You're just gonna be, you're done. If you kick him from a group chat, you're you're kicking rocks, dude. It's over.
And it's even made me like kind of wary to bring him up because even when he like
you should be wary to bring me up, and that's not because I'm like the fucking Godfather or some stupid fucking. No, it's not for any ridiculously overhyped reason. It's simply because you need to move on. And maybe this video is your way of doing that, and maybe the stream might be fucking that up for you. But I think if you're actually serious about doing anything online, you should probably just let it go. I don't know. Stop trying to fucking... Bowblax is in an unwinnable position because I don't know if it's autism or he's unable to admit when he's wrong. Maybe he's so lost that he doesn't seem to think that he is, and that's perfectly fine. But if that's the case, then you're never going to find your way out of this hole.
Gets upset at
because the truth is that you are wrong. There is no agreed. We're not agreeing to disagree on it. I'm not going to come on stream and have a big powwow fun session with you and try to like rehabilitate your image. It's never going to happen. You have to concede the fact that you are wrong in this, or don't. But you need to move on and do something else.
Gets exposed as a pedo because everyone's like obsessed with it. I'm not. Really?
If anything, this is another example for my argument that he is still like without context, without logic, without reasoning, repeating the same wrong information like what, 2 years later? This is exactly the problem.
I don't know how that...
The fact that his main point of contention here, 10 minutes into this conversation, is still Destiny. When it's really only significant as, like, that happened to be the thing that made him go fucking crazy when we were talking to him about it, I guess. That is the main significance, is that just happened to be the issue that we, like, that he went fucking ballistic over, I guess. In part.
Thing, you know? And,
it could have really been anything. It could have been... we could be talking about Pokemon right now. If he delivered a ridiculous take about Pokemon. It could have been Pokemon. Knowing Bowblax, there's probably an alternate reality where it was Pokemon. Or it could have been Keemstar. There's a lot of people that Bowblax has had hyperfixations on for years. It literally could have been any of them.
I was gonna say something, but I got distracted by the $5 from Not Spades. So Kleeman got the heads up, or gone to the heads of Willie Mac, Tommy C. And
it's so funny because literally people from fucking like different communities that don't like me are parading in to give this guy money, so he gives a take that like potentially could benefit him short term, and he's too stupid to take it, which is even funnier.
Nick new daddy now, can't sweep for GGGs and H3 over now. Yeah, I knew that. Nick was kind of like prepping to be pro H3, like even when I was like friends with him. Like
I was prepping to be pro H3 when I was friends with you. I thought we didn't talk for a year.
The last like
what are you talking about?
6 months, I'd say I was friends with him. Like I knew he was gonna be pro H3 everything. Like he was pretty much.
Oh, you know why he's arguing this? Because I didn't like his friend's video, who he shit talked to me privately. Yeah, because I didn't like King of Nothing's video. That was like, it foretold of my bias.
Bring up for it. He kind of always has these creators that he really likes that he latches onto. And yeah, H3 was definitely like the next one he was kind of prepping for.
Again, I'm not shocked that he doesn't understand anything about our situation, if that's the way that he minimizes like hours and hours and hours of like slow conversions, I guess. I don't know if conversion is the right word, but like I was certainly not pro H3 when I went and watched the King of Nothing video. I think if you go back when I started the video, I'm like, this video should be good, but it's not. Like it's Ethan Klein is I think I said Ethan Klein is one of the easiest people to shit on online. It is extremely difficult to fail to do. Kind of similar to what I said about like Bowblax taking shots at Destiny now in current day, but I think it would probably even be... I thought back then it would be even easier to make an Ethan Klein video. But the issue here was that I didn't agree with his friend's talking point because his friend made a malicious video. Which, by the way, is kind of similar to the way that Bowblax is interacting now. Clearly it's because I had a secret... I secretly wanted to latch on to Ethan Klein years earlier. Also, at this time, like right here, Bowblax desperately wanted to latch on to Ethan Klein, right? Like, at the time where he's talking about with like the King of Nothing drama, Bowblax was fucking banking on the fact that he could suck the clout off of Ethan's fucking tea because he was desperate to sell his stupid fucking plushies, and he thought he had some concocted way to make Ethan pay for them again. All right. It was like a huge thing that Bowblax was a soundbite there. He felt like AB totally fucked him over and didn't really treat him well or something, or that he was just a meme on the show and nobody was taking him seriously and stuff. Which was true. I do think that he was, for the most part, kind of just a soundbite meme over there. I don't think that they thought he was, like, the smartest... I don't know, that wasn't... I don't think that was something that even came up, but whatever. So, it is interesting that this is the angle that he took, because he was desperate for this fucking thing. Even after we had a falling out, he was still just trying to fit in over there.
It's a little weird trait Nick has, where he kind of, like, fanboys over things, but that's kind of like his personality, like how he fanboys over like getting all the Pokemon stuff and getting all the Fortnite skins and stuff like that, and now he wants to know every little thing about H3 and support him in every little way and stuff, and same with like Destiny. And I'm not saying that's like a bad thing.
Listen, I'm just gonna completely character assassinate somebody, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just yeah, I'm saying that Nick has absolutely no spine. I'm saying that he's entirely emotion-based, not logic-based. I'm not going to quote any argument to defend it, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just... This guy is totally raped.
I'm just saying that's kind of like his personality. So yeah, I think he'll always, like, Nick will always be an orbiter of somebody, because, like, that's just his personality.
Bowblax, you'll never be an orbiter of anyone else again, because no one will have you, and you're fucked without anybody. Because you don't have any actual talent.
Necessarily a bad thing. I just think it's annoying. It's kind of bad because it feels like he doesn't levy criticism properly.
Is he reading the chat where they're like, Bowblax, you just explained an objectively bad thing. Why are you saying it's not bad? He's like, oh, it's because Nick doesn't take any criticism ever. Okay.
Against the people.
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't make any criticism ever.
Simps for. But at the same time, he has, like, made content nuke H3 and has a longer history of like criticizing H3, so even though it's kind of weird that's like all hate for H3 then all love for H3 and not like...
It's actually interesting because if you watch the stream then you might actually find out that's not the case. I remember people got super pissed at me that I didn't just kind of go along with the narrative and say that I think that Hassan Piker was trying to say that Gila Klein should be assassinated in current day. That was kind of a big fucking argument to have a disagreement on. Not argument, but it was a big point to disagree on, right? Because that is like, the emotions were extremely high over there. They absolutely could have said, fuck off, Nick, or whatever. But, I mean, that was my take, and still my take.
Kind of a mixture at the same, simultaneously. I don't know. He definitely doesn't think, like, Ethan's a perfect person because he did shit on him before, so, you know.
How much of my streams are Bowblax? Bowblax is making all these claims while simultaneously saying he doesn't watch my show.
Unless he, like, thinks, I don't know, like, he actually believes his 180 opinion that he has, like, reflects the time people change. Like, people just become good all of a sudden overnight.
I'm just curious, do you think that Ethan is exactly the same as he was 7 years ago? When the fuck did I make my video? 5 years ago? Do you think that Ethan is exactly the same person who makes exactly the same arguments? Because I didn't 180 on 2020 Ethan. I was pleasantly surprised to see his pushback on Hassan Piker, and I found that his return to doing more drama-oriented content made his show a lot more entertaining for me to watch. And I thought it was significantly better content than what he was making before. I mean, you could see that gradually if you watch the content, but I mean, the expectation here is that Bowblax is just trying to diminish any accomplishment that I've had here. And try to, like, I guess call me a fraud?
I wonder when he'll think that for me. When is that moment where, like, oh, Bowblax is good now? It's always all hater and all love, dude. I feel like there's no nuance. But I don't watch his streams anymore. So I don't know. He's had nuance in his commentary before. I liked his commentary. So honestly, there might be some nuance, but I don't know, just a little bit outside looking in. Like, I never see him say.
Do you consider yourself an H3 orbiter? I mean, it's whatever you want it to be. I'm still going to be the biggest streamer in the sector if I lose all the H3 audience people.
Say like, oh, Ethan shouldn't have done that, you know.
So even if it goes back to where my numbers were before that, I think that's fine.
It's all just pretty one-sided, at least from his Twitter every once in a while. No, calling it "Let Me Speak," that'd be interesting, but I feel like that's like kind of like the same move that Mundane Matt did with the Boulder Talk Radio, right? Isn't that kind of cringe? Or like how Ian did it with "She Ruined My Career" podcast.
Wait,
who's it?
Hold on. What is he comparing the Boulder Talk Radio podcast with?
Mundane Matt did with the Boulder Talk Radio, right? Isn't that kind of cringe? Or like how Ian did it with "She Ruined My Career" podcast.
Wait, what is the comparison?
Who's it influenced you in YouTube commentary? I don't know. I got into YouTube commentary.
Thank you for the gifting.
Because I was doing gaming, and on my second channel, I wanted to remember drama.
I legitimately didn't understand the argument there. Why?
Because I was a drama viewer. But
I think he's making a podcast. No way. He's saying that like that those are objectively bad podcasts, so he's trying to make a comparison.
I guess the drama channels I watched most were like Keemstar and Leafy back.
Oh, he doesn't want to do like the cringe podcast that people make at the end.
In the day, but I don't know if I'd call them inspirations. I think I was just inspired by the genre itself. But I guess if you would to put a person down to it, it probably would be Keemstar that inspired me to start it, because that's who I was most interested in and a fan of at the time.
Can I say something to you, Nick?
I feel like he's just like such a fucking moron. Dude, his name was Drama Archive, and he used like, was it a Drama Alert asset as his avatar? It was obviously Keemstar, dude. I'm pretty sure he used like it was definitely the color scheme. I don't know if that was just a straight up Drama Alert asset.
You know,
he was like re-uploading clips of Keemstar.
I was a Keemstar orbiter, I guess. That was my kind of person that I obsessed over. Well, no, that's kind of like
he obsessed over Keemstar. What do you think that like? I don't think he understands content creation.
Well, I was pretty.
Is he just like? What is happening?
Keemstar at the beginning, but then I have been critical of him.
Did you obsess over Augie or us when you orbited us? Is that why this is happening?
Well, I don't know. I don't think I ever. Maybe you could call me a Keemstar simp from like 2015 when I first found out about him to like maybe 2020 or 2019.
I would not call Bowblax a Keemstar simp in 2020. What is this metric that he's using?
Then I kind of saw him more as just like a peer or another guy, or kind of acknowledged his flaws a little bit more than I would have previously. Will he ever react to it direct with Smale again? Probably not. He didn't really have that good commentary, and he doesn't like me, and he'd probably be annoying.
Are you saying that until like 24 years old? How old are you? You thought that Keemstar was like a larger-than-life personality? Someone who... he looked up to Keemstar. He had the Keemstar breakfast cereal. Smaggle destroyed? Wait, why? What did Smaggle say?
Isn't necessarily... Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, I assume...
Here's another thing. I haven't talked to Keemstar in a while. I'm pretty sure we're still friends. Even after one of the last things that we did was have a huge public feud, I'm pretty sure we're still friends. I don't need to go ask Keemstar. You haven't talked to me in a while. You don't talk to me as much as you used to. Why don't you talk to me, Keemstar?
Well, Nick did have pretty good takes and stuff. So, like, I'd assume they're still pretty good, and it's a pretty decent stream. I'm not like Matt.
Wait, dude, this is crazy. You just said that I'm completely compromised, and I get, like, autistically fixated on people, and then you're like, well, Nick probably gives good takes on his streams. It can't be both ways.
I have mutual friends where it's like, they're like, I like Nick, I like his streams. I'm like, okay. Like, I can't like him because...
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of those.
I feel like that would just be, like, completely just, like, so disrespectful to my own self-esteem and self-respect. But But you know, if he didn't fucking do all that stuff with me, then
I didn't do anything to you. You did everything to yourself. You were still doing it to yourself.
I probably would still like him, and I don't fault anyone.
Wow, if he wasn't mean to me after I was like a total fucking loser, then I would still be friends with him. It's like, that's not even on the table. Who's asking?
For still enjoying his streams, I suppose. But I don't know. Maybe he's changed a lot in the last year. I really don't. I really.
Wait,
don't.
then how are you making any of these criticisms if you haven't watched me in the last year? His takeaway is that Nick is completely compromised on every issue. Also, I haven't watched any of the stuff he posted in the year that he's been fucking daily posting. I put out, yeah, you're like fucking 300 videos behind, dude. You know, all that stuff about Ethan Klein, I didn't watch any of it.
Oh, no.
He wants your approval so bad. Yeah, he's throwing a tantrum because I won't give it to him.
You respect Nick?
If he says yes, he's a pussy.
Well, respect for me isn't necessarily like a thing that you turn on and off. It's more like I can respect you for certain things, you know? Like,
oh
you
shit!
claim to care about rape,
Jesus
and you're hyping
Christ!
up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
Dude.
KEEMSIMP, because he adopted all those plushies.
Do you understand
Good
right
night.
now?
I need to sleep and replay
Thank you.
Gambits for my sanity.
Do you know that you almost donated as much as he has liked on his video in fucking 2 months?
example, I don't like Charlie Kirk's politics at all, but I guess I can respect him for like...
Wait. When was this uploaded?
What he's built, maybe? I don't know. It's
This is before Charlie Kirk died, right?
I mean, I'd say probably overall no. I don't really respect
Oh no,
Nick that
dude.
much. I think he's kind of a loser in a lot of ways, but
Dude, he put the Sonichu medallion on Charlie Kirk just now. Did you see that?
he's also like...
Oh, it's after? When was that? Don't say that Bowblax is the trans girlfriend. Shut the fuck up. He died that month? What month? Do you know what the date was? Because this was the 12th of September. Wait, he's like, I respect Charlie Kirk 2 days after he died? Why would he invoke Charlie Kirk then? That's crazy. I thought it was... Okay. When was it? Yeah, this is 2 days after he died.
Stuff to respect about him, for sure.
Why are you Dude, this is the one he's getting fucking twisted on? He just lied for like fucking 20 minutes. Okay. Any minute now.
Nick blocked Aiden because of an accidental DM leak that Kleeman was stressing him. Aw, no. Man, that sucks. Dude, like...
I know that this is probably a bad take. No, it's not. Dude, blocking Aiden was such a good fucking decision in hindsight. Oh. Because he was kind of just like my last little, what is it? He was like the last thing that like kept me bound to that like entire community. I haven't heard like a peep out of any of them. I think it was like one day where there's like a drama where it came up. That was it.
I feel... Because... when I was doing a lot of commentary too, like more actively.
To be clear, right, just for the Aiden thing, I don't think we ever talked about this on stream before because I don't think it really matters. I didn't like nuke Aiden because somebody stole his phone and I held him directly responsible the entire... I nuked him because he invited a psycho, schizo, fucking Salvo Pancakes era troll. Not era, but like type troll to hang out with him. Which was an extremely stupid decision. And then things went like bad in a way that I wouldn't even have expected. And I was like, dude, this guy is just a total liability. He's like way too retarded.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
So, I don't know.
Donated as much as he has liked.
Thank you, Jesus!
Sonichu intensifies.
Thank you. I don't know, dude. At this point, like, I'm just trying to make fucking content and make fucking YouTube shit, right? I don't know, dude. If you're just kind of running around with like crazy liabilities and people, it's fine by me. You go do your thing. I'll do my thing. It's not really a big deal. I think he took that personally. Whatever.
which I still think I'll do. I'm just taking a bit of a break at the moment. Just from most content in general, you know. I guess this kind of counts as content, but whatever. But, you know, like, stuff stressed me out too, like optics, and, you know, I guess it was warranted because I said kind of wrong things and was acting a little goofy and bad, and, not a little goofy and bad, that's kind of downplaying it, but you guys know what happened, right? And yeah, kind of like the stresses and paranoia came true, you know? You kind of are...
No, what happened was, you were probably super stressed and paranoid and going fucking crazy for months about this, and then you exploded all at once. And then the people who didn't have these thoughts about you, it wasn't really, that weren't dropping you or anything like that, thought that you were fucking mentally ill and schizo because you were acting mentally ill and schizo. Like, it's not like everybody was secretly out to get you, and then everyone had the opportunity and they took it. It's that you probably got yourself so worked up that you were the catalyst to the situation you were trying to avoid. And that's the nicest way I could put it.
Nick's kind of creating an environment where people are scared to have the right take or else they get canceled and get stressed out.
Dude, I'm not a fucking... Dude, I don't even talk to anybody, alright? There's nobody who directly benefits off of me. I don't really interact with anybody. I just make content now.
And he's kind of putting it on himself. Now he's like upset that other people aren't agreeing with him or his overall takes, and it's not like a united community. Like, it doesn't... I think Nick obsesses a little too much about what other creators think.
Okay. I can acknowledge that in some capacity, this has been true at times. You are not in any position, though, to be the one who is delivering that criticism. That is, like, comically fucking insane to come out of your mouth. That is, like, I will acknowledge that he's not entirely wrong. That has absolutely been a problem for me in the past. I think I got a pretty good, like, work-life balance now. And I think that, like, I you know, I don't put myself in a position to, like, read a bunch of crazy shit about me constantly.
And I definitely did as well. But, I think a great, like, kind of antidote of this is, like...
You get trapped in a position where somebody just, like, straight up lies about you. And then you're like, oh, I need to explain this. And it's like, well, if I explain this, then everyone will just... No, it doesn't work like that. You have to realize that there are people out there who aren't just disagreeing with you, right? Like, it's not just, like, a disagreement to them. And you can't sit here and spend hours and hours and hours of your life obsessing over trying to, like, explain yourself. Bowblax has found himself in a position where he's never been able to leave that, but sitting in that world for even longer than 10 minutes is a huge waste of your time. You know?
When Dumpy was getting big, right? Nick didn't like Dumpy specifically because of his con.
What? Wait, I think Dumpy knows why I don't like Dumpy. You guys know why I don't like Dumpy, right? There have to be people here who know why I don't like Dumpy.
And I think he keeps saying stuff along the lines of, it looks embarrassing for me. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment, or this is like,
We didn't hate Dumpy because he made low-effort videos. We hated Dumpy because he had, like, a mental breakdown accusing people on stream of weird shit, didn't he? What was... I forgot... Again, this is water under the bridge now, and he turns out that he's a totally normal dude. But he had, like, a crazy mental breakdown on Augie's stream that time, and I immediately thought that guy was a total fucking schizo, and I didn't interact with him for a while. Obviously, I don't have that opinion of him anymore, and I've interacted with him since, but he was it Poncho? It was a crazy, unexplainable interaction that happened.
You're a commentator, and I'm a commentator, and you're making the community...
Like, he had, like, like, half this stuff was not public, and he tried to explain it on stream. All I remember is I was playing Destiny 2. I think it was during where, like, the Hall of Champions, wherever the fuck was in. It was like it was like some season of opulence or something. I remember walking around in Destiny listening to the craziest interaction of my life.
Community look bad. I think that was like a huge...
Half the chat's like, who? Good point.
Huge thing maybe against me as well. And it's like, no, we're all individual YouTubers because...
Dude, I had a video that I made defending Scrubby, Benji, and was it... I might even have defended Cyrus's content back when they were, like, reaction commentary YouTubers. I had no problem with that at all whatsoever. I was friends with Tommy, who did stream segments. I did not have, like, content like the only people who are allowed to make videos on YouTube are video essayists. I just didn't think your shit was that good.
Fucking Mudahar does something stupid, and you might like be friends with him at the time or whatever. That doesn't mean you're fucking stupid or you agree with them or whatever. We're all individuals. We all.
Is the mic cracking? I think the problem is I have when I'm doing this, I have the fucking vibration on the controller. Maybe if I turn that off, it'll stop. I'll try it probably next stream. I don't feel like going through all my menu stuff.
Understand this, right? So it's like the whole like getting stressed out about people being on the same page. It's like really culty, like trying to make like.
I have a cult now? Chat, nobody can even get in touch with me. My own mods can't get in touch with me. Vega will message me for the audio, and I'll write him back 3 days later for our shared podcast.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
On off days when I'm streaming, I don't even really watch YouTube anymore.
Everybody agrees. Like, let us be individuals and have disagreements and have it be chill and not like, whoa.
The problem isn't that you can't be chill and individual. It's that you're dumb and constantly wrong. That's the problem. And people feel like they can't disagree with you or you cry.
Or, like, this side and this side, oh! You know? So yeah, it's really, really sad that he's stressed out in that way, and I hope he can find a better peace of mind, or like maybe restructure some things fundamentally, so like the fact that Queeman doesn't agree with him doesn't bother him as much, right?
I don't think that was ever a criticism of mine.
And I guess he has kind of maybe taken steps, because he always says like, no internet friends, I'm gonna have less internet friends or whatever. He says that over.
Yeah, this is the concern trolling part. And you know what's funny? I don't have that many anymore. Things are awesome.
Yes, but the real solution is not less internet friends.
Yes, it is. It objectively is.
Changing your attitude to be less strict, because you're anxious about Queeman agreeing with you because other people are anxious about.
You had to sell your car and probably live out of a box. Who are you to deliver that to me?
You know, the same thing, but towards you, because you create this environment where if you have the wrong take, you're gonna get bullied. And
okay, thank you, Bowblax. I appreciate it. I'll put a quarter in your cup. Thank you for the advice.
Like, fucking have a million streams made on you. So there's this culture, and since Nick is pretty successful within his field, like it trickles down, and like maybe Queeman would have done it regardless of Nick. I don't know, but like then we have, you know, everybody else doing this like extremity where it's like Mudahar fucks up and now he's like the devil, you know?
Dude, Mudahar didn't fuck up. He went crazy. Dude, there's a pattern here. There's a pattern here, dude. I don't know why this keeps happening. I think the mind worm is taking over. I think it's not a hive mind.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
I think that Bowblax caught whatever the fucking, like, the retard version of Polybrius is, or Plurberus. Is it called Plurber? That's what's the Vince Gilligan show. It doesn't make you into a hive mind. It just makes you go fucking crazy. And this fucking thing, they keep like swapping saliva with each other, and then people keep catching the schizo mind virus. It caught Mudahar. Mudahar got it. Bowblax has it. John Swan got it. Edwin got it. I don't know, dude. Don't go to VidCon.
Oh, and so now Nick is afraid
of
doing a little fuck up, and he's the devil now for Queeman. Well, you created that environment by the type of, you know, content you made, and we can say the same thing about.
What type of content did I make? Video essays? What did I do? Wait, can somebody tell me the cult teachings that I use so I can use them again?
Goat, thank you for the $5,
if I could create
man.
a cult out of thin air, do you think that I would like? You think I would use this fucking feature more, right? It's like force healing. Once force healing became a thing in Star Wars, why don't people force heal all the time? Like for everything.
Me with the tips.
That would have been really useful if they had Grogu or whatever. I don't know.
Bully streams, but when you watch those, I feel like
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5, my man.
They're a lot more jovial. Now, the earlier ones, probably not.
Dude, you gotta use AI to translate my videos into German, and it just sounds like a Hitler speech trying to attack Bowblax.
Much. And there's probably some aspects of it that I probably wouldn't do today, and maybe I did help also create this environment.
I asked Bowblax to surrender 5 times. Everything was refused.
I'm pretty sure I did. I did contribute probably to this environment of people being
Dude, oh yeah, I contributed to that.
stressed out with little mistakes or whatever, and getting called out for it. But yeah, no, I definitely contributed to that.
And look, I definitely have disagreed with a lot of people. There are people I don't interact with anymore that I don't really hold anything super negative towards. Like, for example, Aiden, I wish him nothing but the best, and I hope he is a really successful streamer. But I can't have those thoughts about Bowblax because he's like a crazy, malicious, fucking bad faith loser.
Even if it's like jokey, like I'd pick out something ridiculous about Tipster, like, I don't know.
Like, you can say whatever you want about people that I've interacted with. Not many of them have gone and done this and like lied for 40 consecutive minutes.
Him playing too much Resident Evil, I still like, yeah. I
Wait, what? Tipster, you got name dropped, dude. He could still respect you or something.
No, I definitely contributed to that.
Oh, no,
Even
never mind. He's right.
if it's like jokey, like I'd pick out something ridiculous about Tipster, like, I don't know, him playing too much Resident Evil, I still like, yeah, I definitely contributed to that 100%. But, yeah, and that's why early.
And again, I still think that Bowblax went after Tipster as hard as he did in retrospect because he was probably mad that he felt like he couldn't come out about his own sexuality. Apparently, he told Ryan Beard 2 years ago he was non-binary. I don't know if Ryan has ever corroborated that or if he ever should. But I legitimately do think that he was extra malicious towards Tipster because he came out and that's how he thought he would be treated. So he took it out on him, and that's just the kind of person that you don't really want to be around. You know, that's another reason not to be around somebody. And that wasn't really a connection that we made when Bowblax told us. That was more of a, in retrospect, it's extremely obvious why he was making all these pansexual jokes about Tipster.
Earlier, I was saying, like, I'm a little hesitant to do, like, the bully streams because I don't want to.
Like, there were entire streams dedicated to bullying Tipster for not being straight.
Contribute to an environment where we're stressed out about.
Yeah, and he even said that he only hated Tipster as a meme, but he hates Destiny because Destiny is evil. But he targeted Tipster's sexuality over and over and over and over and over and over again to feel better about himself.
What people think of each other. I know, that's kind of ironic when the whole point of drama commentary kind of is that, but like, make it more entertainment based rather than like people personally like getting anxious or wary or like actually.
Here, I don't care about any of you. Literally none of you. You guys don't do anything for me. So, I'm gonna make my streams that I think are fun, and I think that you should make streams that'll make you successful. That's my goal for you.
Going to war or what?
Or you should just go back to posting Twitter verses.
Whatever. He's a friend. Yeah. Okay. That's exactly what I was saying. Spencer. Nick is scared Queen will make him look like an idiot. That's not how it works. That mindset that Nick has is probably one of the biggest issues with him, right? People, he's not going to make you look bad. He's a completely separate commentator. And a lot of people probably who are watching him.
Bowblax, do you understand, like, Bowblax is in the middle of a 40-minute explanation telling everybody he's really sorry that I psyoped the internet into thinking he's a crazy moron. And then simultaneously, a thought pops in his head, and he just repeats a absolutely 100% contradictory claim to the entire stream that he is doing. It is beyond parody, because he can't navigate basic situations. I think that he should, like, it's not even like, you can't even pivot here to doing movies.
Nick wouldn't know who Queeman was.
Yeah, that's like a Hassanian talking point. You're not even wrong.
Was if Nick didn't mention his name as much as he might. He might. I don't know if he does on stream. Probably not in recent times, but like.
Again, he doesn't watch any of my stuff. How would you know?
I don't even know what I was. Yeah, anyway, the point I was making is that he, other people, yeah, as I was saying, other people don't, sorry, I'm like so fucking laggy with my brain sometimes. It doesn't.
Dude, that fucking CTE is really fun. Dude, my brain just lagged.
I mean, I'm stupid. It just means I take
You are stupid though, right? Like
a while to gather my thoughts. That's why I'm better at making videos and a lot smarter on videos than on stream.
I think he gets insecure about the weed thing because sometimes he's not high and he's still dumb.
Because I'm really bad at off-the-cuff thinking, or not as good.
The thing is, he has no idea what he's arguing because he's talked himself into a fucking He's talked himself into like a pretzel.
It's just something I'm always gonna have to deal with. And it's sometimes unfortunate in debates or whatever, because sometimes I'm like, can you repeat that?
Thank you for the gifted.
Or I'm like, and it
say
might
something
like
to you, Nick?
be like I'm coming
really
up with
like
a lie, but no, I'm
Why?
just kind of like brain.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time here to think, but I'm not thinking of any lies, by the way. If you're wondering, I'm not planning on making any lies up. It's only good arguments. I'm just thinking, you know? If anyone's thinking I'm lying, I'm not doing that.
It happens all the time. Anyway, yeah, so he's scared that Queen would make him look like an idiot. Other commentators don't make you look like an idiot. It's your own actions. No one's gonna judge Nick.
Wow, dude, he is the expert on giving advice that is directly applicable to him. Now his argument is that nobody can make you look bad, only you look bad. You make you look bad, right? It's actually shocking how he could just, without even, I would say without hesitation, but it took him a minute to think of what he was trying to say here. Probably because he realized it sounds insane coming out of his mouth. But he's just regurgitating all of the correct shit that he needed to do to me at a time where it's not really applicable.
If Queeman says something. Oh, Queeman said something I just...
This is how, like, Anissa and Ian walk into every single YouTube drama. They're like, all right, which one is me, which one is my wife, and which are the people that hurt us? And that's how they navigate every single meaningful interaction.
Agree with, it's Nick's fault. Like, that whole logic, it just doesn't make sense. And it's so core. Like, he's had this mindset since, like, I've known him, right? This isn't a new thing. And I'm curious, like, what causes it? It's really, I don't know if anyone's told him that it's not a good mindset.
Wait, I'm so confused. We were friends for years. You knew my fatal flaw. You knew my biggest problem. You never thought to, like, I guess bring it up? Not once?
I don't think I have. I don't think I got an opportunity to.
You never had an opportunity. We were never alone. Clearly, we were very good friends, by the way. He never even had a moment alone with me.
Or it came up at all. Because I guess I didn't think about it that much. But yeah, I think it's a little weird.
Kind of quirky?
To think that other commentators, other peers reflect on him. When...
Okay, so he's quoting where I said, everyone around you looks dumber because of you. Okay, this is the quote from the... I understand what he's arguing now. He's like he's mentally locked in on the Tonka debate. For the backstory on this, we're talking about a copyright dispute. Bowblax was arguing that he could have a channel. I guess he had ads on, he took them off. His Bowblax 3 channel, which I don't know which one that is now, purely used to be an archive. Like, he would upload a bunch of deleted shit. Rob's Media now is kind of the guy who does this, but Bowblax was doing it for a while. The YouTuber Tonkasaw criticized him for this and said that Bowblax was stealing content, and we argued that there is a utility for archival sites, right? Whether it's on Internet Archive or just access for, like, YouTubers to cover deleted videos, right? Because too many times we're interacting with, like, let's say a Slazo situation, right? A bunch of people lied about this guy. A bunch of people got horrible misinformation shit happened or whatever. And we can't go back and find those old videos because they've deleted them and they're striking re-uploads. So I think that there is utility for the concept of archiving, right? He was doing it on content that wasn't publicly available on other people's streams. So then Bowblax got exposed himself because he did a song where he was singing the N-word, and then he struck a bunch of videos. One of them was like a literal...
I recommend watching Nicholas
Many of them were
latest
archives. Video. One of them was an actual commentary video that he struck. So I said, yeah, after about a month of us interacting, defending you tooth and nail on the archive argument that obviously benefits you and your channel, you go out, get super high in the middle of the night and strike a commentary video. You made everyone around you dumber. You made us look stupid in front of like all these fucking people. You just lost you literally just lost a month feud because you're like a complete moron, an inept loser. And by the way, I should have cut him off for that. I absolutely should have cut him off for that. That's years ago, right? Nowadays, 2025, I would never talk to him again after that. But it's not just like, oh, I disagree with somebody, therefore, fuck that guy forever. It's that Bowblax did something monumentally stupid when he was fucking on drugs that happened to make everybody around him look worse. Like, there was actual, like, everyone around him got totally fucked over because of Bowblax's, like, worthless mentality on that.
They don't? It doesn't really make sense.
That was another debate where he cried, for the record.
He's still in Nick's OG circle? Isn't it all the same people that it was before I left, just minus me? I don't think anyone else is gonna dip out. But I don't know. I don't know who he talks to or what group chats exist or what.
It's mostly anybody I interact with on stream.
Doesn't talk about him at all? He used to. A year ago, I know.
Dude, there's no, like, hangout I stream every other day for, like, 5 to 7 hours. Every waking moment that I spend off stream is doing other stuff.
But yeah, it's good that he doesn't talk about him. I guess that was a private DM that leaked, right? I still think that mindset is pretty dumb, and he needs to change it. But yeah, I think it would just be better for his own mental too. Like, it doesn't matter what other people do.
I think without me, Bowblax
people see you for what you do, and
would have been doing the Canadian equivalent of screaming Bible verses on the subway. I think if it wasn't for me and Augie, who graciously interacted with him as long as we did.
You're in control of yourself, and don't worry about what other people say or do reflecting on you. That's just a weird mindset that isn't really... I don't know. I could get super parasocial and maybe, like, speculate, oh, he has this mindset because he doesn't have siblings? Because, like,
hold on. Wait. Please enlighten me, Bowblax.
Imagine he's an only child, and I imagine if he had siblings, and he had that mindset wouldn't last very long of like, you're embarrassing me. You're representing our family DeOrio name and embarrassing me and making me...
Dude, it's so shocking that he can't even navigate a drama from like 6 years ago. He still has no idea why he was wrong in that situation, too. It's jarring. I don't know how to even engage with this. Because you would have thought at some point after like everyone explained it to him 500 times why the strike thing was crazy. We're talking about drama from like 2019 right now or something. He still has no idea why people are mad at him.
You look cringe. Like, that's maybe something you care about, like, as a teenager.
I will say, though, like, Only Child Man Bad is a new one. I haven't gotten that one before.
Teacher or a kid if you have siblings, but that's something...
If I did have you know, honestly, I do wish I had a sibling, because then I could do what you do and tell everybody about their rape.
Yeah, I've ever had siblings. That's something you get over pretty quickly.
Dude, his whole argument is that if I had siblings, I wouldn't think that my fucking that people around me were making me look bad and horrific. Meanwhile, you get on stream and talk about your sister getting molested. If I had you as a brother, I would fucking be mortified. It would make me worse.
No. So maybe that's why he still has that mindset. I don't really know. Maybe if he had siblings, it wouldn't be that way. But yeah, it's just stupid, and it's making him get stressed out. So hopefully he can get that dealt with. You know, as for like audience and stuff, like I don't really think it matters if you get embarrassed by things and people say it, and you say it online or whatever. But like for his own...
Dude, I can't believe that finally the Oracle of Advice is giving me this tough talk.
Mental health, like his own well-being, not like his channel's well-being for the person. Like, he probably shouldn't have... It'd probably help his mental a lot to not have that mindset anymore.
I don't know. I hope that you don't perceive the things that I have said in this stream as like, what is it? Concern trolling when I'm trying to offer some form of advice. At this point, I'm not really thinking of it as like you're a person as much as like, this is a situation. How would you get out of this? It's like a hypothetical. I'm thinking of Bowblax's YouTube career. Like, you ever watch a TV show and you're like, well, that guy didn't get away with that. How could you get away with that? You try to like hypothesize where that character went wrong. That's kind of how I'm navigating this. It's like, where did Walter White go wrong? Yeah, this is more of a case study for me.
Aiden's DMs with Nick, with details of the messages leaked. Or just a general statement about Queeman. No, just, I'm just talking, not specifically about Queeman, but just the whole, like, other commentator.
No, he's injecting his own drama with me from 5 years prior.
Reflect badly on me and it stresses me out. That's a thing that that's been going on with him for a while, like, even, like, when I was friendly with him and stuff like that. Specifically, the example I brought up with Dumpy, where he was like...
I can't believe out of all of... Dude, his examples in the stream, can we, like, navigate this quickly? His opening example is that he felt like I backstabbed him by not retweeting a video I told him not to upload. Or I told him that I wouldn't upload. And I urged him not to upload it. Okay. Another one is Dumpy. A situation that I think most people either don't know about, or if they do, this probably sounds weird coming out of his mouth. What else has he gone on? What else was his arguments? I'm not even remembering them at this point. There was a third one. Oh, the only child argument. That was one. That I'm a cult. I guess that I have a cult.
His bad content looks bad on the community or something like that. Or I think he's also said that about Jalen, a couple other people. He might have also said that about me. I came here because of a leak from DeOrio's server. Dude, am I just happening to stream like the same day Nick gets exposed? For
I guess not.
Something, and I didn't even know. Because I woke up, saw that the DLC was on the Nintendo Direct, and turned on my stream. I don't know anything.
Keep in mind, this is funny, because I do believe him in this instance, but he absolutely had this segment locked and loaded for the next time we argued. And it didn't even do well. That's the funniest part.
Is there, like, something new?
Because you remember when he was fighting with Tom or something, and then he dropped like a pyro retrospective immediately after?
Oh, hi, Nicholas. Oh,
he absolutely does do that.
Watching. What's up, everybody? Come over to the Bow.
I think the issue with it, I think I was live at the time, and then somebody said Bowblax is streaming, and I didn't. I was like, oh, really? He still streams? You could probably link that in here.
Channel if you want. But yeah, I hope everybody watching through Nick. If Nick's watching on stream right now, I hope everyone's doing well. I have a bigger audience than usual then.
I think he wanted me to restream him. Like, to just... I still think a lot of this is, like, humiliation fetish. I think that, like, I'm making it worse by engaging with it in some capacity. Which is probably why we don't do these segments very often now. Or kind of just that it's... You know where it feels like arguing with Bowblax is like arguing with Flamenco. It got to the point where it's not really fun for me anymore. I've done this so many times. How many times can I get on stream and go, I always do the possible! Bowblax is lying. He's literally lying to you. He's just made up yet another scenario. Look, here's the part where he says obvious things that are true about him and tries to apply that to me. Here's the part where he says that, like, I am slandering him, or I've made up fake things about him, or something like that. Like, we've done this so many times. I think this is probably the last one. It has to be the last one.
But yeah, and yeah, well, maybe...
It's like the 17th debate with Flamenco, where we argue the exact same thing again, while the chat goes like, yeah, yeah!
If he is watching, I should apologize for something, right? I mean, I already did, but...
Wait, what? If he's watching, I should apologize? Wait, what the fuck is happening, bro? Why didn't I click on this?
I don't know,
Dude, he just sat here saying outrageous shit for, like, what, 30 minutes? He's like, oh, Nick's here, I should say sorry.
I guess, like, Yeah, so in a tweet reply, I think Tipster told me like, "Hey, are you gonna like say sorry for like the coming out as non-binary and putting the blame on Nick?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man,
I don't care if you're sorry for that, bro. You did that on purpose. I don't fucking believe your answer." Dude, he's sorry that he tried to he tried to sick the trans community on me when we were fighting with each other. Oh, I'm glad you're sorry about it. You're sorry that it didn't work.
I definitely like.
How could you say sorry for lying that I outed you as fucking non-binary? As if that's even like, dude, that's insane.
Shouldn't have like done it in that way for sure.
I think that's the one piece of like crazy defamation that Bowblax has said about me that is actually in some circles stuck. And I think the people who know about it, right? Like I think the people who say it know that it's a lie, most likely. But that's like the only one that he's ever actually gotten on me.
I need to gather my thoughts because it was like a while ago. It was like a year ago. But yeah, I believe my tweet said, maybe I'd have to look up the exact tweet, but I believe it said, like, I feel the obligation to come out as non-binary because of this feud with Nick that I was having.
Wait, is he walking it back?
And I didn't need to come out as non-binary. He was keeping it private during the feud.
Okay,
and I didn't need to reveal that information. And then say I had to because of Nick. Because I really didn't have to because of Nick. I felt like I did, but I really didn't have to. So yeah, that was really fucked. Yeah, that was fucked up. I apologize for that. As for anything else, I think I've already apologized.
Oh, dude, the defense is that he felt that way. He just ruined my Fortnite game
for it, but
yeah, he just lied about it.
Like, I don't think Nick's interested in an apology. He just wants to laugh at me for being dumb or saying the wrong thing and then getting mad, right? So, but yeah, I definitely fucked up on that, and I fucked up on a couple other things. So, or a lot of other things. And yeah, I'm trying to, do better or whatever. But I'll just keep making content and see what's up. I don't know. Not much I can do. I can't undo the past. But yeah, I don't think Nick's like a demon or whatever, or anything like that. Or I obviously don't like him.
Is he watching my intro song? I've only ever been called a demon one time.
But
I gotta make a new cut of the intro song. I gotta put some more like modern clips in there.
I don't necessarily think he's like a bad person. Just I think I don't know. I was gonna say maybe he should be more open to being wrong, but I don't really know how much in recent times he's.
Dude, I think the biggest change for me when I came back in January of like 2024, right? Yeah, 2024, is that the expectation was that I was done doing YouTube as like a hobby, and I was gonna treat YouTube as like a second job. And I think that mindset has been the reason. There are other things that have obviously contributed to success that I've had. Right, I've been very lucky with people who've promoted me. Right, nowadays, I mean, I'm very thankful for things that Ethan and Hila have said. I was very thankful for Mutahar to call me to have the conversation with him with Mama Max. That was like awesome because that gave me an opportunity to get probably one of the biggest moments of things that I've done online. Right, if Mutahar didn't open the door for me, that thing with Mama Max probably doesn't happen, because I doubt he was gonna bring me alone in for that conversation and sit there for 3 hours. I think his main goal was just like to get funding and support from Mutahar. That was the only way that was gonna work. So I think the thing that has benefited me greatly though is removing kind of the I guess any of the, I'm not saying removing the ego, because I do have an ego still, but removing like, I don't know, the prestige or whatever, allowing myself to stop making video essays, allowing myself to make the content that I was enjoying more than stuff that I wasn't really interested in doing anymore, because I was having problems with like writer's block, and I needed my videos to be great and every fucking thing, and then like when they would age poorly, I wouldn't enjoy those videos the same way anymore, and I would want to make something else. And I was like, I'm sitting here adding fucking what are they, like I was over polishing the videos with like different bullshit. What are the fucking things? Light leaks and fucking pixels. And at that point, I was setting myself up to become a YouTuber who posts once every 2 years, makes one video, makes like $2,000, and then disappears for like 5 years until he gets bored and does something else. I wanted to treat YouTube as like a second job, and then do something that enabled me to have more fun often. And that has paid dividends. I mean, I'm significantly... I think people can realize that this is probably the most fun that I've had on YouTube literally ever. It's the most lucrative it's ever been, literally ever. And that's starting in January of last year and going all to now. I think that first month was one of the biggest months I've ever had, if not the biggest month I ever had. And it never really dialed down from there. So I appreciate everybody who helped me get my feet off the ground, but I think that I've got a pretty good system here.
Apologize and been wrong. I don't know. I feel like there's some things he should apologize.
I mean, my biggest stressor in life right now isn't, oh my god, what are they going to think about me? It's my time. Do I have time to do all of these things that I want to do? Yeah, like, I obviously I was spending a lot of time last year, you guys didn't even know about it, filming with EFAP. Like, I was doing like 4-hour filming sessions, 4 or 5 hour filming sessions for that stuff. We do the podcast, we work, we do the streams. We upped the streams to every other day. And in the middle of all that, I'm like, yeah, guys, I want to start doing game streams in November. Because realistically, I do want to start doing game streams this month. But that was probably a little overzealous of me to kind of announce that, because there was no way. The pinball stream tomorrow is definitely happening, though.
For as well, but it is what it is.
Like, I didn't ask, even before all the Ethan Klein Hassan Destiny stuff, I didn't ask Lyrics to raid into me every single night when he saw that I went live, because he knew he couldn't compete, which is fine. I wish he could compete, to be clear. I don't think that I think that he should have just streamed over me. He probably would have pulled a decent chunk of audience and he would have been fine, but he immediately conceded every single time and then quit. I mean, me and Tom would hold like our regular viewership every time we streamed against each other. We had two like different audiences. And obviously Tom was doing a million other things, so he didn't need to stream anymore, which makes sense. But like, I don't know why other people just stop streaming in the evenings.
Anyway, dude, this DLC is don't apologize to him.
Primink, bro, if Primink made more content, dude, I actually unironically think that was like the trajectory I was headed on. Is it's like I pop up, say hi to everybody for like a month, upload like a video, maybe it's good. Primick's videos were good, right? I liked Primmick a lot. I wish Primmick posted more. And then just disappear, yeah. Now I give content every single day. If you're not into that, that's totally fine. But I mean, there are plenty of people who do watch these VODs and hang out in these streams and chill. So I think it's been pretty good.
Well, it's something I genuinely feel sorry for. It's not because I feel like I owe it to Nick or I want to be like get back his good graces or the audience's good graces of him or whatever. It's just that if he's watching, his audience is watching. I don't know if that, like, I've apologized to him a bit in private and a bit in public for various things, but I don't think I did for that. So I just want it, like, I just feel like on my soul, like I probably should do that.
What did you say? You don't take this shit too seriously, but I absolutely have in the past. There are times I do even now. I think it's just managing that. I think that, like, when you're in a position where you're engaging with lots of people on a daily basis, it's extremely easy to get caught in bullshit. You know? That is something that can happen. I don't know. I just think that the best thing you can do is continue putting yourself first on social media, because nobody's looking out for anybody. And once you kind of realize that, I think you're in a better position. Especially in a cutthroat thing like YouTube drama.
And acknowledge that and let people know that, like, yeah, that was not cool of me. Did you see the Yoshi game? Yeah, dude. I'm surprised this...
Are we finally done with this, or is this the end of it?
It's called Yoshi Story 2. I kept seeing it, I'm like, this is Yoshi Story 2, Yoshi Story 2. Dude, I was hoping they wouldn't call it Yoshi's New Story. Because that's what they called Yoshi's New Island. I'm like, I'm so tired of the new in titles. I think they're done with that, though. Especially after Mario Wonder. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna be streaming more on this channel. Just talking about whatever comes in chat, more chill streams, maybe some drama.
Chat, I don't know about this. Did he ever keep streaming, or was this like the last time? I know Paige Christie said that in the one episode. That was the last thing she ever posted.
Focus streams, I don't know. You can come in. I'm just gonna speak my mind, kind of be chill. Yeah, I'm not looking to make very angry commentary or anything like that, but I do like talking about various things. Okay, so this island, there's like nothing to do.
I mean, I guess
it.
we can check. Oh, is this the new Donkey Kong? This is one of those where like I bought this game and I haven't played it yet. And I intend to, but I have not. Let's go to Bobby. Oh god, okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure he's... So he did one stream to capitalize on the fact that he went viral for the estrogen tweet. That got 600 views. Oh god, get that off my screen. Dude, this is the problem. Can I just say, Bowblax, this... Okay. I'm just gonna say it. That is like a repulsive image, right? Can we agree on that? Can I say that that's like a repulsive image? I don't think it's transphobic to say that's like a repulsive image. He's like, ever since I became trans, people just write gross under all my messages. That is a repulsive fucking image. I'm sorry. Oh god, I keep really... It's still on the screen. But yeah, I don't know. What is Bowblax posted on main? Can I get off this channel, please? Can I get off this channel? Can I get off this channel?
Comes in chat more.
This is why I don't want to fucking follow this person on Twitter or allow their tweets to appear on my timeline. Okay. So he covered Mizkif, because I know this is like an autistic fixation. Mizkif was another autistic fixation for Bowblax. But dude, he has 2 videos. How does this guy make money? What does he do? Prostitution? He made Twitter versus Mario Kart World, covered this one because this was one of his autistic fixations.
That's it. It's official in my mind. Mizkif is by far the worst.
Oh my god, wait a minute. Oh, this is actually... Oh, he actually put effort into this. Oh, this is so sad. I think.
I'm not going away. Comes to Emerald.
Wait.
This... Who... And was... We both had...
Did he just rip Mizkif's entire live stream and drag and drop it into his video?
I want to kill myself. I can't take this anymore.
Wait, what is this? Did he fucking steal this? Wait.
Doggy, thanks. Yeah.
Alright, chap. Yeah.
This is a stolen clip.
On. So I tell my stream, I'm just checking my mail to coexist. But
is he not in this video at all?
Soon, the messages started.
To be without you.
Oh my god, here I found him. I found Bowblax. He's at this part. He's at this timestamp.
You reminded me so painfully of how badly I messed up. It just helped while you were here. A simple.
Dude, thank God we had Bowblax to define Lexapro.
How you guys broke up for the Bonnie. My employee.
Go full demon time.
Can somebody please, if there's anybody who's like demon mode enough, can you go through and find or make a little graph of how much he talks in this? Because it legitimately just looks like he talks for like 3 minutes in the middle of the video, or like 10 minutes or something maybe. If I'm being charitable, like yeah, like 10 minutes. Is it 20? He starts talking like here, right?
When I told.
Either way, this is crazy.
Going to completely.
Do you think, yeah, what percentage of the video do you think is him talking?
Unended from that.
Dude, I looked at, you know what's crazy? I looked at this and I went, oh, he put effort in here. And then went, oh no, it's probably an amalgamation video. I'm wrong, it's not an amalgamation video. He probably already made that video. Where is that? Oh my, dude, this is again why I say it's like, it's one of his other fixations. It's the, I have to come out and tell you the truth about Mizkif. There was a funny story where he interacted with, who's the Stefan guy? Was he at, does Stefan hang out with LTT? Is he one of the guys who hangs around LTT? Or maybe he was there with them? There was somebody from OTK that was at a LTT event, and he said that he had to like be not restrained, but he had to like restrain himself from going off on how much Mizkif sucks in person. I'm not even kidding. It was like somebody who interacted with Mizkif, and he was like, dude, I had to stop myself, bro. I almost went out. I don't know. Bro, my guy, you're not subtle. Me? A Stefan? Is that how you say it? A Stefan? What did I say? Wait, who did I say? Pull up the LTT photo? Maybe? I don't know. Let me see. Bowblax LTT. I remember Bowblax went there and then he had a huge controversy after. Like, Linus. He like transferred his energy. Estefan is Ethan's mustache. It's Estefan. Is he talking about Estefan? Wait, who the fuck? Okay. Question. Can somebody tell me which one of these is the guy? Is he in this fit? Is he in this fucking picture? Oh god, you can't make it bigger. I know this is fucking what's his name? And Bowblax should be like right on. Bowblax is right here. Tectone's on the bottom. Wait, what? Is that Tectone? No, that's not. Am I getting trolled? Window second. He's in the window on the second. Good one. Long hair with the beard is a Stefan. That's fucked up. They're all long hair with a beard. That Bowblax is long hair with a beard. I'm never gonna forget, dude. When all this shit came out, he's like, "How did you not know I was non-binary? I never cut my hair." I go, "We all just kind of thought you like didn't do personal hygiene." I'm sorry. Dude, how did you not know I was non-binary? Look at my hair! It's like, yeah, but we just thought that you didn't groom yourself and you just wouldn't shave. Also, I don't know. You don't see, is he not there? Okay, he's not there. There was somebody who was at this location that Bowblax was like, I need to fucking tell you about Mizkif. Jesus Christ. This is bad. Best of Bowblax. I think the thing that made him blow his fucking... He went fucking, like, he did not... Where is this? One of these videos he spent so long making. I think this was it. Did he take it down? He posted like a Bowblax highlight reel. I think it's gone. Does anyone know the name of it? Twitter versus Christian. I mean, it's a year ago. It'd be before this. The End. Twitter versus Hassan. Creator Clash 2. The full story. Minecraft. Content Cow Keemstar. Yeah, he gets very fixated on people. That's an interesting rebuttal, I guess. I don't know. Did he delete it? We're oh, this is still a year ago. This is back when he was posting. 5 parts on Chugga Conroy. I don't think I even talked about that. So best of Bowblax. Bees Sugar. The rich YouTuber. This is it.
On March 10th,
dude, he was so proud of this video and like nobody cared about it. And I felt kind of bad for him. This was a while ago, right? 2021.
2011, I uploaded my very first YouTube video.
This feels like watching one of those like when before I was famous videos by somebody who was never famous.
And a couple days ago, I received this in the mail. My 100K subscriber.
No, I don't think this is... Oh, wait. Why did you get your 100K sub plaque in 2021?
Play button. I finally have my silver play button, and it couldn't have come at a better time considering it is the 10th anniversary of me ever making content on YouTube. So to celebrate and hopefully inspire you guys to not give up on YouTube if you really enjoy doing it, I want to show you guys what I've been doing over this past...
Dude.
As I also liked talking.
He filmed a documentary on himself, uploaded it, and I don't think anybody cared. I think that probably... That might be one of the root causes, I think. So we don't get, yeah, the drama years. What happens here?
Content.
Yeah, 25 minutes into the 40-minute documentary, it's about all the stuff that people know him for.
By the community reaction to Keemstar being the bad guy in the situation and not...
YouTube wouldn't give it to him for a long time. I got mine immediately. Immediately they gave it to me.
Leafy, that I ended up making a video defending him. My very first commentary video titled, Why I Think Leafy's Keemstar Rant is Stupid. Hello, this is Bowblax here. I usually don't make videos like this, but today's a very special exception because I feel like there's been a huge injustice just done in the YouTube community.
By the way, is he not 20 in this clip?
Well, it's been ongoing for a while, but I feel like this video that Leafy's here made about Keemstar is just super stupid, super dumb.
Back in January, Keemstar made a drum.
Okay, oh my god, dude. Audio is not your balancing act. Holy fuck. He sounds 14. I mean, he's still kind of mentally 14. Alright, I think that's good. I think we're good. I don't think we have to talk about Bowblax again. I think that was fun. That was a good time. We did it. Yeah, otherwise I feel like we're just contributing to a weird humiliation fetish. I don't think that anything is being, like, done that's productive here. I guess. I don't know. The goal isn't to be productive, though, so if he keeps talking and I keep getting bored, we might do more.